I'm gonna rant about stuff. I might as well rant about it on camera. Alternatively, I'll have to figure out when to start the recording. So I'll just like start the recording now, and then I'll rant about my chair.
I'll send you one more.
Help me, baby, one more time.
Log in, Andrew.
Entered World of Warcraft. I'm intimidated.
Join me. Join me, Andrew.
Why is Volpera Death Knight? Why is he on Realm Fire Tree?
There we go. On Fire Tree?
I'm confused because Marty's supposed to be on Malorn. Why is he on Fire Tree?
Malone.
I don't understand WoW though, so maybe it's like part of the Realm family of Malorn or something. Then why would he?
Oh,
be on
yeah,
that?
that's possible.
It's part. Yeah, it's part of the Malorn
possible?
Realm group. But then why would he be on it separately?
What do you mean separately?
It's like,
Oh, you know what? It might be because of the new expansion. The new expansion might have like put realms into a weird place.
oh my God, we've received fan mail again.
Oh, I was like, what?
From Reloli Ochu.
I'm
From
loving that name.
Reloli, that's a lot. Big fan. I know it's not much, but I hope you and your friend like this gift. You and your friend each get a sinister squashling, a dire horn to run to tiny snowman, and you get Father Winter's helper.
I want a tiny snowman. That sounds adorable.
Well, yeah, they gave us like 2 of a bunch of different things.
Kawaii desu ka? Where is the?
Thank you, lunatic internet people. that
Yes,
just
we
contribute to
we-
us. There you
love
are.
you. I'm right here.
Who needs to work for
Hello.
things when you can just have a fan just send things to you?
I mean, I wouldn't think of it like that. I'd think of them
Uh,
as like having extra of something
trade.
or being able to.
No,
get something
I mean
can't
like
get.
look at me. I just get stuff for free.
Oh.
I don't mean like they're curbing the workload or anything. I'm like I wasn't gonna work for these things in the first place.
Oh, I kind of want. Oh my God, the Sinister Squashing looks amazing. I kind of love it.
There we go.
Wait, where is it?
What's a sinister squash thing anyway?
It's
Are they all battle pets or?
Yeah, they're all battle pets.
They're all battle pets. Yeah, they are. Let's see.
I have to
I should
reopen
bring it
this.
out in order to like honor the fact that this happened. Or shit. How do I? What's the sorting here? Oh yeah, I have a horde balloon. Poof. Look at my balloon.
So here is thine.
It was
Here's the tiny snowman.
I think I like the dire horn runt. So
He's literally
Google.
just a very tiny snowman.
runt. There you go.
Oh, he fell over. Oh no.
There we go. No, I just mean like it's for all I know these are like this could even be rare or something. Because I remember when I was playing Warframe, and people were like, oh my God, he's got the Analanto or whatever the fuck. Like I had some pistol people in the comments were freaking out about, and I didn't understand. Like because I'm not engulfed enough in the culture, I didn't understand why people were freaking out. But I guess it was because I registered Warframe back in its beta, so I had my account forever, and so my characters spawn like this pistol that you can't get anymore. And it's like, oh my God, how does he?
Oh,
The Lato Vat. I don't remember. I literally don't remember what it's called. That's how little it matters.
I'm looking
the
for the
little
stupid battle pet. And I
Triceratops.
forgot to. I
Look at
actually
the little
forgot to like, right-click on it.
Triceratops.
We need to
Look
go
at
to
the Triceratops.
Krazoa Palace.
Oh no. I don't
General
like the Triceratops.
That was the one, right? You had a Triceratops companion the whole game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna play that game
have-
at some point. It's a Zelda clone, so I gotta get to it. After
Wait,
I finish,
where's my-
I'd have to do Skyward
there's-
Sword first.
I love the Sinister Squash. And look at this hideous thing.
Oh,
Oh
God.
my God. I love
Like
it.
a little nightmare
Come here.
man.
Wait.
Yeah.
Did I have
I
a
hope you
cat?
guys appreciated this World of Warcraft unboxing.
Hey man.
This is
you
our
know what?
this is our new PO box.
I love it. I'm okay with that. Do I have
Snowman.
any mail? Sign of the
Tiny
critter.
snowman.
Battle pet experience gain increased by 200%.
You can also see us unbox objects if you send them to me in the mail.
That's his name. Don't wear it
Oh,
out.
he died.
He died.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's alarming. Look at this.
The Triceratops died?
No, I summoned the snowman and then watch.
Oh yeah, he just falls over and dies. He's like, hi.
Frosty needs his magic. Frosty needs his magic hat, or he won't be alive anymore.
Actually, he will stay alive if you're in like a snowy area, I believe.
And there's also Father Winter's helper. There's only one of those. So. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, what's Father Winter's helper?
This guy. Oh no, it's just a slave gnome.
Oh,
It's just a
look,
little
Warlock.
slave
Here's the thing: toys and lights and bundles of holiday herbs don't make themselves, you know. So enough with the helper summon, please.
And he just goes away. Maybe it's only valid during the holidays. Oh yeah, these are they probably collected these during the recent holiday event that's over now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna go ahead and queue us up for. If I remember how to queue things. Shit. Group finder. There we go. No more.
This is true. Video games.
So we've only done Rage Fire so far. There you go. So we'll queue up as everything else now. Here we go.
Do I have anything to cook with? I don't have anything to cook.
So I wonder if those are pets that only stay usable during the winter, and then they die horribly if you summon them outside of winter.
That's what I was saying. I think it might require either like, well, I think the elf might require like the holidays, or it will just always be like that, which kind of makes sense. But I think the snowman requires a snowy climate. Like, I think if we went somewhere with snow, we'd probably stay up longer.
Maybe. To watch him die in a sad way every time you use him.
It's great though, isn't it?
Hooray. Alright, I unlocked these weird bats last time.
Oh yeah,
This will
your
be
super bats.
eventful. I heard that somebody was saying in the comments that apparently not only you, but both of us get a 2-pet skill. So both of us are
Yo,
gonna have 2
what?
pets. So there's gonna be we're gonna be running around in a posse of 6, basically.
That's terrifying.
That's great.
Also, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, no, we destroy them. We're already way overpowered, basically. But yeah, we pretty much just run around and quest while we wait for our dungeons to queue. But no, now that we're recording, so when you were wondering about like why I'm complaining, why I, like making an issue about my chair, the people in the audience will be aware of it, because like there's just like fucking popping noises in the background all the time. Because like if I ever move in my chair at all, it makes one of many irritating noises. And it's really frustrating to me because I bought this chair specifically because I was replacing a different noisy chair. And it's like, god damn it, what kind of special brand of chair can I find that doesn't get noisy over time? Because like that's the one prerequisite is I don't want them to make noise for my job.
I feel like mine doesn't make noise much, does it?
I don't know. Whenever I lean differently, it like cracks and pops and stuff like that. I'm like, god damn it. Like it's getting louder. Like I had one that I used to have a squeaky chair, but now like my new one, like if I lean differently, it makes a loud popping noise. It's like something snaps in it or whatever.
That does not sound great.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine does not do that.
It does it over and over and over. I'm like, god damn it. But also this chair was a ripoff, because like it was like this nice big padded looking chair. It seemed like a really nice time, but like within months of owning it, I was already like using additional padding on it, and like I've had this chair for years, like pretty much since I went full time, and like I've been using a secondary like pad that you buy to put on top of your chair, and that's what I've been sitting on for real in the chair pretty much that entire time, because it's such a piece of shit. It's like you ruined me, chair.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I've had terrible luck with chairs. They get uncomfortable really quickly, the padding flattens out, and they start making noise and shit, and I'm like, god damn it.
I don't feel like
I just
want to
be able to sit in front of my computer and have it not make noise, because my job is to record audio. So it'd be nice if the things I sit on don't fucking aren't like a percussion instrument. But I've had terrible luck.
I mean, I guess the only chair that really the only chair I think I own that really sucked was the one that I got for free. Is that really lame one that was in the garage for the longest time? The black one that had like the tape all around it.
The weird like multi-chair black thing that we recorded
Yeah.
the Food Incorporated podcast in with Carissa.
No, not that thing. That thing was awful.
That
in a
thing was pretty.
different-
It was also always covered in spiders because you were hanging out in a garage where spiders lived. And so like
Oh,
any
God.
ill-used furniture just was like caked in like cobwebs. It was like kind of horrifying.
I loved it. It was great.
It's like, this is our nice
Um,
private area for recording. Just stay away from the walls. The walls are infested. They'll
Eh,
come for you.
it's fine. If I killed
Is
enough
it though?
bats,
Is
I
fine
have
what it
fun.
is? You
I
sure?
mean, the alternative is cleaning.
The alternative is spraying for spiders.
I mean, we did that, and then they just went into the garage because you can't
Yeah.
spray inside the garage.
I've been happy with the current setup. This household does not. I have not encountered a spider in my bedroom yet.
I mean,
It's
you
been
also
it's been a
have
year.
too many other animals. It's just like your current house is not ideal for a spider to waltz into. Like,
Yeah, but the spider's not going to aggressively get caught necessarily. I don't know how much dogs care about spiders.
dogs and don't you have cats too?
No. No, there was one cat for a while, but it lives somewhere else now.
I mean, maybe that was enough to scare them away. For good.
You get rid of their cat? Spiders don't even live long enough to remember things. You can't fool me.
Is that true?
Not very long.
How long does spider in Charlotte's Web live? Probably like a few months.
It is also the first time in years I've lived on the second floor, though, so that might cut down on the spiders.
Oh, I mean, yes.
Yeah, I was living on
Absolutely.
ground floor for a while, and like, I just had a new spider in my room on a monthly basis, and it's just like, I don't like this.
Hey, bud, you're new.
I'm
Where'd
not-
you come from?
I'm not fond of these creatures. We could not. I do not like spiders, and I especially don't like them in my bed. Fucking controversial take, I know.
I mean, I don't feel like I've ever had a spider in my bed.
I've had a number of spiders in my bed over the years, and
Really?
earwig, and also earwigs, and once there was a
Ah.
cricket.
The cricket's kind of interesting. I don't like the others are really
robot.
bad.
Goodbye, Andrew. His people need him.
Go, okay. Do I still sound like a robot?
Yeah. I can't understand you, really. That went from 0 to 0.
Is that-
I don't even know what you said that time.
oh, it's still that bad? Really?
I heard really. Don't worry, I'll level us for us. Your relationship with VoIP has been iffy lately.
I need a target.
I need a target.
Okay. Is that better?
Yeah,
Okay.
you did it.
I think there's just
If
a
you did
time,
anything.
like, I just sometimes have to restart Discord, and I think it has something to do with when my computer goes to sleep while I go to work, and sometimes
Oh.
I come home and it just is completely destroyed.
Oh, I have fear now.
Nice.
That's the
Feels
worst
really
skill to
good.
have access to during dungeons. It's great for the
It
world and
is-
terrible for dungeons. Would you
No,
like
I mean,
to
not necessarily.
pull?
It's helpful to wait, I thought I could click.
You're playing a dangerous game when you use fear in the dungeon.
Well, I mean, you can use it to fear a target away from you. Like if
These-
you are, say you're a
These
healer,
fights are
or,
so short that my summons don't even help.
yeah. Like there are some times where it's nice to be able to fear like a large group of enemies. You can just fear some because it's like at this
Yeah.
point.
It'll be
not,
useful for
you
when
know.
we have to crowd control. If we ever like just pull a bunch of bad elites or whatever, and like things are going down.
I don't think it's possible. We just do so like all our pets do. so much
Yeah.
stuff.
Maybe when we're on the 3rd expansion or something. Months from now.
Maybe one day we'll be a threat.
Oh, there's a guy.
Go away. He's immune. Cool. Because he's dead.
He's not immune to death.
First thing. No, he's not. You're right. You cracked the code. But no, it's on my list of things to do potentially is to replace my chair or figure out how to repair it if that's a thing. But it's hard to diagnose what's wrong with it.
Don't you come from a lineage of...
I'm always limited on tools.
Of... What's it called? Damn it, I forgot what your lineage is.
Tinkerers?
No, your lineage of
My lineage.
reupholstering.
That's not mechanical.
No, but you
That's
can
just talking
reupholster it.
That's talking about the padding.
Yeah, fix the padding, my man.
No.
You have the skills.
Maybe, technically. But I don't have any of the
What the
tools
fuck?
or supplies.
I mean, you have access to, I don't know, the knowledge, and the knowledge is half the battle.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it's like massively more expensive to buy like a sewing machine and the thread and all of the materials and the stuffing and on, so I can recover
That's the power
seat
of the Goodwill store.
and pad out the everything, as opposed to just buying a fucking like $20 pad on Amazon to sit on and just put that on my seat.
This is the reason why internal industrialization has failed us over the long years, Keith. Why make anything when someone else far away will make it for us for cheaper?
Yeah.
No, not yet. It's not good. That's not sustainable long term.
It's not my fucking profession. I don't make anything. I just
mean, make
talk
content.
at videos, but I don't create like a physical product. That's not my life.
You are the physical product, sir.
Damn, that's distressing.
I mean, is it? Isn't that all entertainment ever is?
It is me, the living Soylent.
I thought
I'm the
entertainment is
product.
literally commoditizing a human person.
Modifying?
Commodifying. There you go. Commodifying a human person.
Just sent me a bunch of pictures of skulls.
I was trying to get it to be really big so I could show you how good of detailed it was, but it doesn't get bigger.
Oh.
I guess jumbo emoji only works for static, not animated.
Yeah.
So since I was halfway there, I just finished it off by making it look like a penis.
Ah. I feel like I spend more time manually changing people's volumes on Discord than any other voice platform.
Probably because Discord is really inconsistent a lot.
Yeah, I think TeamSpeak did a lot of like compression and stuff like that equalize people's audio more. Whereas
Yeah.
Discord is like, I don't know, fucking whatever, figure it out.
It's kind of, it's kind of the wild west of audio. Like you got to set it the way you want it to be. It's nice because then you have control over how
But
loud or
there
quiet.
isn't a compression feature, is there?
Yeah, there is.
Some people are wildly inconsistent in their voice volumes, including you.
There's automatic gain control.
You can be so loud and so quiet from moment to moment.
So I don't know how that sounds. Is that any better? Or?
You just got louder.
Well, because I have automatic gain control on.
So you put your gain control on.
Yeah,
Maybe
I mean,
maybe that'll help. Cause you go back. What? Someone declined. Okay, great. someone in the group declined it.
I mean,
your volumes. Because you have a loud voice and a quiet voice that you go back and forth between, and between the two, it's like you're always either way too loud or way too quiet in the recordings.
it's a conscious thing. Like there are sometimes I'm consciously aware of how loud I'm talking, and there's times where I just don't like pay attention anymore.
And then you drift like closer and further from the microphone. And it's
Yeah.
like, I swear to God, Andrew, you've been doing this for so many years. Oh God, I'm covered in bats. Final spirit. Good. Wailing Caverns, I remember that place. Remember when we couldn't get a group for it for Horde? Goodbye.
Hold on a second.
Wow, that was fast. We've already got a Volpera in the party.
Goddess bless you.
Greetings, traveler.
What do you hold on a second, Ding? Did
Walk
you just leave?
the earth.
Did you join the instance at least? Okay, you did. At least we're both DPS, so we just kind of go with the flow of the group. Yeah, it's already a Volpera. So they added these guys in
sorry
the new
about that.
patch.
I was getting some food.
We have a Volpera in the group already, Andrew. And the patch is like still new. I think you have to be like,
No.
you have to be like exalted with that faction or something.
Yeah, and you have to have completed a certain set of
Yeah.
achievements. But to be honest, it's not like those people haven't been aware of the requirements and thus saving up for
Oh yeah, no, I heard about the requirements so long ago that I thought they were already at it.
Yeah.
Rawr.
Which I guess is kind of the power
Spam.
of WoW. Oh, God.
Well, it's their
Let's go.
pre-announcements at least.
I need a target.
Wow, they're just rolling. Okay.
I mean,
This tank's just gonna keep moving.
alright, cool. The healer can keep up.
Yep.
We're doing our best here.
Yeah, and I mean this game's straight up unbalanced, so I straight up don't have any mana costs. Like my mana's just always full. Like it might as well not
Yeah.
exist as a concept. The only thing I have to manage is my soul gems that I'm constantly going back and forth on.
Make sure to loot these guys. Also, oh god, the leather.
The leather. Oh, because we're going by it too fast for you to pick up.
No, I'm getting silver. I mean, I just pick them up as we go along. It's not like I'm missing out here, or
Yeah.
I'm relatively needed.
None can stand against the serpent
I'm
lord.
amused by the fact that this game is so idiot-proofed at this point that when you enter a dungeon, they just turn off your taunt on your pet.
Oh
do it
yeah, you know
for
what?
you.
I noticed that because I went in and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta turn off my.
Yeah, and they just do it for you now.
Yeah, they just
They
do
don't
it
want you
for
to
me. I
be,
was
they don't
like,
want you to be a jackass, so they just cover you. Like, don't worry, I got you,
mean-
fam.
I'm okay with that, honestly. Those are little things where I remember being mad at, like, why can't I just turn that on or off? Why can't that be a feature I can just toggle?
Lightning bolt.
Oh, my pet is super dead.
It does occur to me that I don't have threat meters.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
my
have-
pet's
I
also
have a-
dead. My pet.
I have a DPS meter on, which also which
Yeah,
also
I don't have
moonlights.
DPS or threat meters turned on, so I just straight up don't know how much threat I have. But it's really WoW.
You
I
have a
don't
lot. You
think
have the
I'm
most threat right now.
I don't think I'm gonna pull. Even if I do, I don't think that they're gonna be
Oh,
able
no,
to
I'm
kill
sorry.
me.
No, the tank.
I assume the
Wolpo.
Well, yeah, I assume the tank has the most threat because I'm not being attacked at all.
Yeah, no, the tank
That's how the
Wolpo
game works.
has like the highest right now.
God damn. Oh, right, because this
you
game
have the highest damage though.
right. This game auto rolls all of your loot now, doesn't it? You don't even have to do
Yeah.
the whole rolling need greed thing. It just throws items at particular people and says, "This guy got a reward," and everyone look at him. He got it, not you. I'm just gonna follow them wherever they go. I don't know where we're going.
Dun, dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun.
dun. I don't know where. Oh yeah, they're doing the bonus boss. I think
Yeah,
there's like a giant croc over here.
everyone's
or
got this
something.
down to a science.
Yeah, this is one of those.
None of these people are new here, especially not the one that has a fucking elder race or whatever it's called.
We are technically I am the lowest leveled person here.
You want that?
Or we both are.
Is that an upgrade for you? It's in my inventory.
Yes.
Otherwise, I'll disenchant it.
Yes, it is. Sorry.
And then they run out of my AoE. Great. Cool. Wasn't trying to help or
Oh,
anything.
They are just.
They're just fucking running. He's just pulling the whole group towards more enemies just to keep the whole train running. Train keeps rolling all night long.
I mean, I commend him. He's doing a valiant job, but he's about staying alive.
Just couldn't tell us so.
I can tell you, I'm gonna be a master leather worker by the end of this dungeon.
Right, I should just bring my imp out instead of my fell guard.
Yeah.
Because my imp won't die. So my imp will be with me instead.
My imp will be with me instead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I haven't been putting my dots on people. Shame to me. Shame to my whole
Like your
family.
whole job. That'd be like me not casting affliction. Oh wait, I don't have affliction.
You don't need it where you're going.
Yeah. That was a really weird thing. The moment I switched to demon mode, they just took affliction away. I'm like, I was using that. Like, no, you don't have the button anymore. It's gone. That number one thing you associate warlocks with, their ability to put dots on everybody, gone. I do like that it is neat to me they've fully diversified various specs in that way by taking away fundamental skills and making them one of the 3 types of that class instead of
Nice.
spreading it 3 ways and all that. Where are you?
I got the fancy shirt.
Raid. Where I don't know where you are.
Ooh, that is a super nice shirt.
What? What? Are you
What?
saying?
No. What?
Take the pants, damn it!
Sorry, I didn't know. I was trying to put on my t-shirt.
Take the damn pants. You trying to put your
Thanks for the
male
pants.
shirt on? You can't wear male.
Yeah, I can. What the? What?
What?
Are you joking?
You can
Of course
wear
I can wear
male?
male.
You're
I
level
can wear
17.
everything.
You can wear plate?
I can. No.
You said everything. Hunters
I
aren't
don't
supposed
think I
to be
can
able to
wear plate until later.
Hunters aren't supposed to be able to wear male until 40 and plate never. They changed that again? Did that change too? Hunters
I'm
could
pretty
only-
sure you've always been. Well,
No, hunters always wore
for
leather.
since
You
Draenor,
had, you had to be level.
male.
Yeah, you had to be level 40 in order to wear male. Because level 40 was when shamans and hunters gained male and warriors gained plate. Warriors and paladins gained plate. But I guess maybe they pushed them forward just like they told the mounts.
Possibly.
But like, not even you don't even have to get to 20 for it though. Do you just start out being able to wear male as a hunter?
I think so. Yeah.
Weird.
Oh yeah, because all of my heirloom gear is male. So yeah.
Fucking weird.
I mean. Wow.
Yeah. It's just weird. But for me, like, what kind of weapons things to use and what kind of armor to wear is like core to the identity of what classes mean. So like the fact that those things that stuff is switched out like that is really super weird to me. Well, rogues never changed. They still can't wear male.
Thank goodness, right?
I
At
need
least,
to
at
get
least there is
closer.
some sense of decency in this game.
It's too far away.
Don't want rogues going around clinking and clackling everywhere.
Although it still feels weird to me that rogues can use axes.
I need to target something first.
A weapon's a weapon, honestly.
Yeah, but I associate them with like swords and daggers, especially daggers. Like, they always have combat stance for swords. But then they're like running around with hatchets and stuff, and I'm like, okay, now you're just everyone. Soon you're gonna be a rogue with a spear.
That would be
We're
too
just gonna
bad.
all lose all coherency right out the window. By the way, I found a game you might be interested in.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how much you like Katamari and stuff.
I mean, I like Katamari stuff.
The they made a new game. It's like $10 on Epic. It's called Watam.
Katamari people?
Yeah, it's the creator of Katamari made it. It's adorable. I was playing it with Stephanie today. He plays these little shape people that are making friends. And you can hold hands.
I love making friends.
You hold hands and you change the world around you over time and you fight against loneliness and discover the tragic backstory of the world and you're like, what?
Wait, what?
It's been a fucking fever dream just discovering what that game is in general. So I'd recommend taking a look at that to get more context. We were having fun though. But it was still
Do what I want, bitch. What is happening? Who's this guy talking to?
nobody knows.
Person's out of control. Somebody please contact authorities. Oh my god, it turned into a lizard.
Yeah, a snake, but okay.
It's half man, half lizard.
Half man, half lizard. Also all snake. 100% snake, actually, as it turns out, is what it is.
Aren't
Not
snakes
any
and
of the other
lizards the
things you
exact
said.
same thing?
No. As it turns out, they're very observably different things. There's like a few subtle hints, like the presence or lack thereof of limbs. Which are kind of core
Lizards
to
got
the
tails,
like the
snakes
living
got
experience.
tails.
Damn, yeah, you really cracked the case wide open. I guess you're right.
Wait, are we? Oh,
I don't
The tank was
know.
going the wrong direction. I was like, "What are you doing, sir?" We
Gotta
have
go
a destination.
kill Lord Serpentis. You know, Serpentis the lizard.
What? I mean, maybe they're referring to Serpentine, alright?
It's the Serpentine maneuver. This lizard's doing the Serpentine maneuver. You guys are hauling ass, and you forgot the nublock. You fool. Oh, he dead. Didn't even get to cast one spell. That's a cool form, by the way. Can we just talk about that cool druid form?
That is a really good form.
He's like
I
a
like
rhino cat or some shit.
that. Rhino cat.
Rhino lizard cat. I don't know, it just looks really cool.
Mom, what's that rhino lizard cat?
I think those are all inscription glyphs, right? The ability to reshape those certain forms. Like I've seen like you see
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. Because when I was leveling my inscription on my other character, and like you get glyphs that like transmog the form of like a shaman's wolf form, for example.
That's really cool.
And so I think it's where you get the ability where like your cat form is a cool lizard monster, or like you get different variations of wolves turned into as a shaman and stuff like that. I think that's where all that comes from. I don't know because I've been making them, but I've never been able to use any of them, or I don't really know how to use. I don't think I know how you use glyphs. I think it's a higher level thing. I think I remember using glyphs on one of my other characters at some point. I just thought I keep accidentally drain life reflexively because the button. But it doesn't make any sense to press the button basically ever. Because it doesn't generate my soul stones, which means I'm not building combos, so I can't use my finishers basically. So I'm basically playing a rogue caster. This is basically like playing a rogue. I Sister Strike 3 times, then I cast the Bat Hellstorm, and then I Sister Strike 3 times, and I cast the Meteor of Imps. Move forward.
Don't you run, coward.
Oh, they brought Kresh and Scum and Scrum to the same boss fight. That's funny. They brought 2 different boss fights together for one fight. So it's like,
Makes it
fuck it,
easy,
these
right?
guys are easy. We'll just chain them together.
Wow, look at that.
Ooh, got my first necklace.
I did too. Got a necklace.
And an engineering recipe.
Cute seashell necklace.
You think
Ooh.
I'm cute?
Do you think I'm cute?
Okay, now I'm hearing sound effects over and over again that loot's happening, and the frame was on the screen, but it wasn't filling with content.
That's okay. Shh, we took care of that for
Oh,
you.
apparently that's the bear form.
What's the best form?
The lizard thing.
Oh, my pet's under there.
Was
My pet has been
surprising.
slept.
Dang. How could they?
Right? I'm kind of embarrassed for my pet, actually.
I want to read my new skill, but I also don't want to stop helping during the fight.
I mean, I don't think they're going to be upset with me.
It's the create health stone. I remember that skill. Just creates
create
a health
health
stone that
stone?
can be consumed to restore 25% health. Yep.
It's good during raids.
Yep. So once per minute, I can restore a quarter of my health. All right, can't you hand off health stones to people?
Yep.
Yeah. 'Cause they're like potions or some shit. Yeah, my pet's surviving a lot more now that it's a ranged caster. As it turns out. Very helpful.
It's actually more like a Roadhog health pack.
Yeah.
Like it's like a ball. It looks like one of those nasty slime balls. You just kind of bite into it, and it gives you health. Deviate Shambler.
Oh yeah, I guess it's a Zandalari troll. Is their race. Oh yeah, so they got giant horns coming out of his face. You see those?
Oh, it does.
Yeah, so he's the big trolls that look like the ones from that one dungeon from Vanilla WoW. The big bulky dudes.
Wow, this is just
the
a group of
you know, the
races.
Chad trolls instead of the virgin trolls.
I don't have a
Because the fucking trolls are so like all hunched over and shit by default. They're all skinny.
Merciless. God.
Then they got the mega
Bats.
trolls. Those are bats. Yeah, they're true believers. They're happy just to suicide right into the ground. Oh, we're supposed to be collecting these old dungeon.
I forgot about the flowers.
I think that they've been collecting them, so we haven't even been seeing them. Yeah, I still have 4 to
You're
go.
right. I have.
That's the first time I've seen a glowing
5.
objective in the environment.
That is kind of the first time I've seen the glowing objective,
Yeah.
actually.
I think they've been grabbing them all up. There's 3 other players that are way more attentive than us. Look at them fucking go. We're just chasing after them. They're fighting and we can't catch up with them. What the fuck?
I don't know, man.
I've heard that WoW's gone totally out the just nuts with the like movement speed changes. So they actually might all physically be faster than us.
What?
Yeah. I've heard people talking about like running around at like 270% movement speed without a mount and stuff like that, and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like, yeah, I get a bonus speed when I'm in stealth mode, but also like these glyphs and these enchantments and all make me go faster. It's like, what the fuck? When you're used to vanilla WoW, I'm like, everyone moves at the exact same speed across the entire game, period, unless you're in wolf form, basically. And then that's it, until you get a mount. And those mounts all move at the same speed also as each other.
Hey.
There's the good, there's the normal ground mount and the fast ground mount, and the normal flying mount and the fast flying mount. That's it. There's 2 states of speed for each. Everyone moves at the same speed on foot, but like, no, I like when I'm playing as my rogue, I've gotten multiple talents that increase my movement speed. I hit a level of being a swashbuckler or whatever that gave me a passive movement speed increase of 15%. And then I got a talent that increased my movement speed by 15%. And I'm like, I have 30% increased movement speed, which is almost as fast as the first mount you normally get.
Yeah.
And I'm on foot. It's like, what the fuck? You used to have to at least go into like some kind of travel form to go that fast.
That's why I need to go one of these.
But I saw some thread of some guy bragging about his ridiculous movement speed, and I just didn't have context to understand what he was saying. So I was like, I don't know what those things you're saying mean, but cool, I guess. Interesting to know that that's a thing.
Huh. Cool story, bro.
Lord Serpentis. So it might be a thing where these people can physically run faster than us even while they're fighting, but we're just trying to catch up because we have nothing.
Yeah. Alright, well the Lord is dead.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This level 36 shaman, that is summoning that rock thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just processing that. I'm like, that's
probably
that person fucking summons a golem. Wow, they really changed the basic builds in WoW at some point in fundamental ways.
I don't know if that's an heirloom item though.
Would it be? Seems like that seems like it'd be weird for it to be a heirloom item. Seems like it's like a feature of their class that they would summon an elemental golem.
Oh, I guess yeah, maybe the class.
Yeah, they probably shamans probably have some kind of summony kind of class now. Just kind of nuts to think about, but I don't know. Admittedly, it sounds like they've done a better job at diversifying the builds than originally, because it used to be like, here's the one good build and the 2 useless trees for half of the classes.
Yeah. That's still kind of like that for Hunter, honestly. If you're not Beastmaster, then what are you even
Wasn't marksman important for?
Oh, I was gonna say there is
whatever?
marksman too, but there's a third one that's like literally
Survival.
pointless. Yeah, survival. Because Beastmaster just is a better PvE all around. I mean, it's just not a challenge. Look at his big ol' pixelated feet.
Nakolina.
I got a super nice solid cake.
Nakolina.
Yeah, what do you want?
No, it's just Destroyers reminds me of a song that I like.
Oh.
It's ruining me. Oh, walked right past this objective. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, I only have 2 out of 5. I don't know, maybe they were around. I couldn't stop to notice them because everyone's running so fucking fast.
Yeah.
I can barely keep up with them. I'm like, slow down. It's like, you're supposed to be doing an objective this whole time. I'm supposed to what? I can't even keep up with these mega people. They've played this game so much that that always gets me surprised how fast some people just go at games. You're like, Jesus Christ. I'm
Where'd
giving
they
this game
go?
my full attention and I physically can't keep up with these
Oh,
people.
they're going to the final boss.
Yeah, the Murloc
Yeah.
in the first chamber.
I think they're already fucking there.
No, if I ever play like a Diablo clone with Max and Eric and stuff, it's like they're min-maxing their characters and building their builds and shit while also never fucking stopping for even a second. They're just sprinting through the game, and I'm like, I can barely process what I'm doing. Slow down, come back. It's one of the things I liked about when I said this before plenty, but it's like one of the things I liked about when we were playing the console version of Diablo together was the fact that you're stuck on a screen together, so you have to cooperate. Because my experience with playing PC version of Diablo is fucking everyone just runs off, and you're like, nice to see you, bye. You're just like chasing through a tree. You're like perpetually just
What
one
brings
screen
you
behind them.
May the eternal
Oh wait,
sun
they're not at the
shine
Murloc boss.
upon
Why
We're,
would
we're turning in quests. I think that's related to how you get the next thing or whatever. Ah, new robes. New robes, who dis?
New robes, who dis?
Greater magic essence.
I'm gonna put those gloves on. I have like almost all blue items now. Yeah, I have, except my pants, everything else is blue. It's a little ridiculous.
All your stuff's turning blue already?
Yeah, I pretty much have
Damn.
all blue equipment.
I still have a gray belt. I have blue sandals.
Oh, I do have a gray belt, sorry.
I have blue
So-
sandals, a blue necklace, and purple chest, but everything else is green and white. Here we go. Yeah, I'm only at 2 out of 5 Serpent Bloom, though. Shit. Whoop. These caverns were once a temple of promise for the regrowth of the barrens. Now they are the halls of nightmares. Oops, hello, surprise guys. Try the new BuzzFeed surprise guys. You weren't expected.
Hey man, I got red wine.
You got red wine?
Always get red wine. Not for BuzzFeed quizzes.
Oh. What? You always get red wine? What?
Because
that a
BuzzFeed quizzes
thing?
are always like for, basically like,
There was a quiz that identified what wine you're supposed to have?
yes, well that's the antithesis of like how dumb those kind of quizzes are.
The antithesis?
It's yeah.
That means
one.
the opposite of
The word that is not positive regarding the entire
it's
concept of online quizzes that have long since passed since the days of MySpace quizzes.
Our levels are all over the place.
Our levels are really
Yeah.
out of whack with
18,
the rest of our
23,
teammate.
37, 24. That's the power of matchmaking crossed with the level squashing of everyone being able to be the same level magically.
I don't mind it
You'll
honestly.
find
I
a
like the
match.
idea. I appreciate that I can actually get through dungeons half the time.
Yeah. For me, the primary thing that's kind of weird about the level squashing is that while it does make every zone accessible, it does make it so that you lose the progression you used to feel when you went through a zone of like, oh, those are the quests at level 16, those are the quests at level 18, so I'll do them in this order,
Yeah.
this thing, and then like, I can't quite kill these guys yet, but after the next quest I'll hit up my next level, so I'll try again then. Like, there was a system to it that kind of made it like a puzzle you were kind of solving, like as you trying to figure out what order to do the tasks in across the map. And that's just kind of gone now that everything's always your level no matter what. It's also kind of an issue when if something's too hard, you can't just out level it because it'll follow you. So like, it's like, oh, those elites are too strong. It's like, well, you can't just come back later after doing more quests because they'll still be your level. So you still can't beat them. Yeah. So there's stuff like Red Ridge Mountains is full of elite enemies in one chunk of the area that you can do at a higher level in the old days, but now you just can never beat them. Because they'll always be your level and they're all elites, so you're fucked.
No, you can do it as a group.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is there's supposed to be group quests, but it used to be that you could get around group quests by just being higher level. So now you have to actually find a group to do those quests, which is kind of a pain.
Well, I mean, it was also, you know...
Did this always used to be here? I
ridiculous.
feel like there used to be a secret door by the entrance that led to this place, and it wasn't over here.
No.
Am I crazy? It was always been
Nope.
here?
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah.
2 more Serpent Bloom to go. 2 more Serpent Bloom to go. Stop teabagging the dead person. This is rude.
It's a WoW community. What do you want?
A different community.
Oh, no.
Can I have a new one? Why are they doing this? Stop. No. Haha, your person puts an arm down before they sit down, so you can't do the teabag correctly. Instead, you have to like brace yourself, and it looks really awkward. What a loser.
Oh.
And you're a furry. How embarrassing.
Oh, no.
You're a furry, and you can't teabag right.
Wait,
and
what's
yet
this
you're
very
trying.
tiny little... Oh my god, I love it.
The
Look at this
happy,
little sphinx thing.
happy little pet.
A new,
It's like
Bushi.
some kind of neon cat.
No. The tank has like a mini cat Egyptian statue.
Oh. Other moccasins. I grew up hearing the dangers of water moccasins.
Wait, this is
Supposed
what
to
a
be like
water moccasin
It's
is?
supposed to be a really dangerous snake. I think a moccasin's a
Wait.
snake, yeah.
Is that real?
Its name, yeah. I don't think it looks like that. That's just a generic snake model that have it forever, but
Yeah,
yeah.
but I didn't know that was a real thing.
I always heard warnings about water moccasins, and because its name is so weird, I didn't even know there were snakes for the longest time.
Yeah, that's what I
was
mean.
like,
I didn't know there
what
were
is it?
snakes.
I'm like, what is it? Like a shelled creature that stings you?
Oh,
What's
I
a
thought it was what
moccasin?
I thought it's what you called the shoes you wear when you go in the water. I thought they were called water moccasins.
No, water moccasin's a dangerous creature. I don't think moccasins are
Oh.
meant for water. I think moccasins, as like a shoe, are those like Native American leathery looking things that kind of have tassels.
Yeah, but then they have
they're not really meant
version
for
of
water,
those
are they?
for the water.
You mean like sand shoes?
Yeah, like sand shoes.
A moccasin seems inherently not water friendly.
I don't know. My family always called them water moccasins.
I don't know. You might just be thinking of a fish. I mean, it's a snake.
I didn't know it was a snake though.
But that might have been
That's
the mistake that was
terrifying.
being said. That's
Oh,
terrifying
maybe.
that there's a dangerous snake.
I'm terrified this dangerous snake named something I thought was once innocuous.
How will you ever recover from this?
Just have to be more cognizant of people saying water moccasins in the context of what you're saying.
Yeah. Ding.
I am awake.
Look at that crazy weekend thing.
Because if I'm on a beach and someone's like, I lost my water
Ooh.
moccasin, I have to like take a quick second and go, do they mean the snake?
Ooh, new shoulders. Who dis?
Ooh, I got new bracers? New bracers. Oh, and a new belt. And a new belt.
Dang.
So I have... Wait. Yes. So
Look at
everything
us
has a
wrapping
color.
up this dungeon.
Everything on me has a
The only
color.
problem is I still don't have the serpent bloom.
There, you might Actually, let's go this way. Let's go the long way
Oh,
around.
there's one.
Yeah, there's one over there. There's some over there too. They're all starting to respawn back.
Gotta nab them all up before the respawns come in.
You gotta nab them as the respawns come in.
Well, I mean, before the enemy respawns come in. And murder
Those don't
us
come
all.
back.
They don't come back?
Nope.
Enemies don't respawn in dungeons anymore?
Nope.
Oh. Well, then we're fine.
Yeah.
That used to be the thing is you first of all, dungeons were fucking hard in vanilla, so it was really common to wipe while you were leveling.
Yeah.
But then there we go, I got them, so I'm good.
I need 2 more.
But also, like, while you were wiping, as time went on, the fucking, like, the patrols at the beginning of the dungeon would start to respawn. And so that would become the race, is that it was like, oh god. Once you hit the first wave of respawns, you're like, okay, we gotta quickly burst through the couple of respawns that have already happened, so then we can then sprint through the open area where they haven't quite respawned yet, so you're trying to get ahead of the respawn curve. But you also know that, like, this is your last run, because that's gonna be the last attempt, because once you wipe again, the entire dungeon will have respawned behind you, basically.
Yeah.
It's like,
No, I remember the glory days.
That was a thing. That was a thing to
Now I
deal
have
with.
all 5. Finally, once and for all.
Ta-da! Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, I've got too much shit in my inventory right now. Shit. It's my quest stuff. Some other bullshit. Got some
It's all bullshit.
malachites. I might have uses for malachites with tailoring. Malachites and pearls, maybe. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
I'm not really fucking sure.
Please go.
I can't enchant because I don't have a runed copper rod.
Yeah, man.
I never bought
If you
one.
ain't got copper, you ain't got runes.
Teleport out of dungeon. Boop boop.
I love that button.
Hello, friendo. And toggle off Willing Caverns and join his party. The queue continues. Hey, we're right back in that horde of enemies we spawned in before, but conveniently somebody else has wiped them out recently, so we're not in danger immediately when we spawn back in.
Yay. There's
were in-
also some enemies in here, though.
Yeah, but
So let's kill them.
we were in the middle of a large-scale battle when we phased out. I'm like, that's gonna be a problem when I come back. But then it wasn't.
I think we killed most of them, actually, before we left anyways.
Yeah, but they were all gonna be back before we got back.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
leaving for a full dungeon. They're gonna respawn in like 30 seconds.
Here they come.
Yep. But conveniently, some other dudes cleared them out, so our spawn was safe.
I don't have a tongue.
Go away, asshole. Caca.
See? Perfect use.
And now he can't come back. He's covered in bats. Oh god, there's more. That was brilliant. That's what it
That was
was.
his loss. His life.
Oh yeah, I should switch back to my melee friend. Summoning Felguards, summoning Felguards. Doodly doo. Doodly doo.
That was easy.
Yep.
Look at this cute guy who doesn't want to interfere with our fighting, so he wasn't fighting the things we were fighting.
Even though
it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, yeah. That whole subculture's gone now. That whole quirk, all that etiquette.
Yeah, you don't
shit.
actually have to fight alone in the battle together.
Yeah. I mean, all MMO features that encourage you to actually behave like you're playing an MMO together should be encouraged. It was always weird.
Yeah,
to
but I
like,
think-
compete for mobs and be like, no, I tagged him, and it's like you feel like you're at odds with the people around you.
That's
That was- remember,
that's called Silicon Valley culture, Keith.
I mean, do you remember my story about the first time I got reported by I got reported and like chastised by the dungeon masters or the game masters or whatever?
No, what?
I was playing in it might have been the Hinterlands or something. I don't know. We were circling around some lodge and there was like some mobs we had to take out. It was like a grassy, mountainy kind of area. And it was me alone, but then there was 2 other people that were my faction that were in a party together. and we were kind of looping around the lodge trying to take out things for the quest, and like we would kind of tag mobs that the other ones wanted and stuff like that because we were competing for the same stuff. You know, that's how the game works. And they just kept taunting me and like mocking me and like sending messages at me, and I told them to fuck off and die.
I need a target.
And they reported me, so the game master was like, this is bad for all these reasons because he's like a call to violence and it's a comment that's sexual in nature. I'm like, it is not. Excuse me, but whatever.
You're like,
so I got a message.
Never...
I got a message from the game master about not doing that anymore. I don't think I got punished, but it was like I got a message from them. I was like, really? And it's like, meanwhile, I'm like, I bet that game master didn't bother to check the logs to see that they were sending me messages first. So like because I didn't report them, nothing happens to them when they were clearly in the wrong in that situation. Because they reported me, I'm the one that gets the message.
Yeah.
It's like if somebody kept taunting me while pointing a camera in my face and then uploaded the 1 second of me reacting to YouTube, and not like the 30 minutes of shit before that.
You mean like all
Shapiro?
of those? What?
Like Shapiro and Peterson.
No, I mean I think they just take clips off the internet, right? They don't have to, do they make anything?
I think they do.
I thought they just sit in an armchair and go like, haha, politics. I didn't think they actually go out and do real reporting. I thought they just do that armchair bullshit. I thought InfoWars is the only one that's like stupid enough to go embarrass themselves in public.
Yeah, there is a whole thing there.
I love InfoWars because it's
Jesus.
nothing is better than watching lunatics try to prove a point, but then only prove that they're lunatics.
No, there's they've got that blonde lady that accosts people on college campuses now.
Oh, the girl who pooped herself?
Fast. And she was it's like, how do you feel about if you had like trans stuff in the bathroom? I was like, yeah, sure, cool, great. Like all these people are just like, yeah, sounds great, yeah, good job. And it's like, and then she mugs the camera like, yee, like she's pulling her collar and shit. Like, oh my god, look, kids these days, can you believe the kids coming out of their mouth?
Yeah, right. It's like
they're like accepting of people different from them and accommodating. Yikes! it's like I can't believe this is your job, as you trying to act like this is like unreasonable. To like mug to your audience of people that isn't accepting of the shit for some reason. Oh my god, he's like, this cannon's targetable. Oh, there's a person on it. Oh my god. This is new. Go for it. Dead Mites has changed.
It does great amount of damage.
Man, it queued us right in. We got it quick.
I mean,
I'm gonna run out of inventory space. I haven't been to a vendor. Like my inventory.
Oh shit! I
already
need to go to a vendor.
Yeah, my inventory's already filling up with garbage from before, and I'm like, oh god.
I didn't think about that before we started this.
Yeah, it's fine. Money doesn't matter that much. More of it will happen to us. If nothing else, we can just beg Marty for money.
We can beg Marty for money. I don't need to beg for money. I just meant that like I don't want to.
Sugar daddy. Be my sugar daddy.
He does one dungeon, but he's gonna walk away with like 600 gold. So.
No, I mean one of my other characters in the server probably has like 1,000 gold right now.
That's not much, man.
Yeah, but I'm saying like at our level, if we're desperate for anything, my other character can just pay for it. That's the issue of having a level spread this wide, is that like whole context or any sense that this system ever have is out the window the moment there's any large level characters in the world. Like they make so much money that nothing else matters anymore. Like in one quick run, they could find 100 characters.
Focus target.
I have no idea. Is this one of the fights you actually do something or?
No, he just dies.
Okay. Maybe just don't get decisions or something. I don't know. Why did the group leader change?
Oh, move frame.
Oh,
Unlock
finish.
frame.
Click the finish quest button. Don't forget to do that.
What? I don't have a finish quest button. Oh, I gotta loot the guy first.
Did you not grab the quest on the way in?
Grab the quest in the way. Yeah.
Because the corner of my screen was like, click here to finish the quest. Look in the quest log.
I didn't do that, but that's okay.
It was only the beginning completed. Quest accepted. Good intentions, poor execution.
I had the one that's like, you gotta kill Gabulok or whatever.
Yeah, but all the other quests on the way in, you had to pick up.
Don't
Like
know.
now it wants me to kill Admiral Ripsnarl. I have the quest for it. So we just did the quest for killing the other guy. Do you have a quest right now for killing Ripsnarl? Or did you miss one on the way in?
I guess I missed it on the way in.
I don't think I can share these. Well, so begins our level disparity.
Nah, we'll be fine.
I can't even cast spells because everything dies before I can cast.
Yeah.
Suffering of being a caster. Oh wait, I need to go
Sure,
back
I
to my
clicked on
hand.
all of the question marks. Wait, what was the name of the quest?
Good intentions, poor execution. This is the quest we have right now. You fucked it up. You didn't pay enough attention. It's the only part of a whole dungeon where you think for a minute. And you messed it up. Now we just run forward.
I thought.
Level 19. Yep, there's the disparity. I'm ahead of you now. Doesn't matter though, because everything levels scales to us simultaneously. But
Goodness gracious.
goodness gracious.
I don't have a target.
There we go.
Dead.
And another dungeon. Another boss fight. This place goes quick now. Holy crap.
What was that?
This place goes so quick. I remember so many dozens of hours of pain of my many vanilla runs of these dungeons. Dead Mines was
Yeah,
a popular
I do.
one because I was Alliance a lot of the time.
There are some of them where I'm like, man, this used to be really hard.
Yeah. One of the things that comes up is, I think this might be one of the dungeons actually where you have to think so rarely during dungeons in WoW now when you're heading through like the classic levels and stuff. That when you get hit by a surprise, actually like cognizant of the game mechanic, you have to recover or you'll die. It comes completely out of nowhere. You're like not ready for it. You're like, oh god, I was supposed to try. Shit.
What am I doing?
Yeah. So I remember when we got to the modern expansion, every single time we did every boss fight, we'd stop before the boss fight and we would read the little like guide that's built into the game now to explain the mechanics. Because once you get to the modern expansion, you actually do have to like try. And like each boss actually has like interesting mechanics, and it's like a little mini raid boss where you have to like do really specific things or lose.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
But like 1 through 70 in particular, it's just like you just hit the boss basically. Pretty much just like sit there and spam, and it'll work out. But like once every 10 levels, there's a boss fight in one dungeon with a surprise nightmare mechanic that will obliterate you if you don't do it quite right. I think one of them might be the robot in this dungeon. But I think there's also like a bird in near Shatrath in Burning Crusade. There's like a bird boss that's at the end of the Skeksis dungeon that like does like crazy area of effect shit, and you have to do like really specific or you'll lose the dungeon. It's like a big threat. I remember that.
God.
That's a lot of it.
Might want to do some of these guys.
That sounds dangerous. They'll just aggro new things.
I mean, at this point, I don't really think we're being too picky on what we aggro.
Yeah, but if the point is to fear them because they're a problem, then aggroing new things would be counterproductive to that whole process.
Oh no, they would have just pulled more people. We had more people to kill.
isn't the whole point of fearing them that like we're in danger of being overwhelmed by them? So.
Nah,
Maybe
not
if you-
here. I mean, not in a dungeon.
No, I'm saying you're saying to fear them. Isn't the whole point of fearing them that, oh God, get these guys off me? This is a problem.
Yeah, but
And so it's like only amplifying the problem if you fear them in this kind of setting oftentimes because you're just going to aggro even more people.
but no, we
Aggroing more-
don't need to worry about that. It's okay.
But if you're saying that aggroing even more people wouldn't be a threat, then why would I fear them in the first place if they're not? What?
Oh, to go get more, so that way we don't have to pull them. That way it gets pulled
I don't
for
think
us
that's
while
a
we're in
threat.
a fight.
I don't think there's a question of like, wow, we need to get more pulls or we're gonna run out.
Absolutely.
In
Efficiency.
fact, you should generally just let the tank do that himself.
I mean,
at their own
yes,
pace.
ideally, we would only
Our
let
tank
the tank
who's
pull.
someone's dying, I think. Oh, that's the Reaper.
Or-
Never
that's-
mind.
yeah,
That's
that's
just
the
his
Reaper.
mech. Yeah, this is one of those dungeons. I think this is one of those boss fights where like, I think it's supposed to pilot these mechs, right? And if
You
don't-
you
if and if
used to have
don't-
to need to
and
pilot the
and
mechs
if
in
you
order to
don't, you
survive
get
one of his
obliterated.
hits.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you don't need to do that anymore.
I did this like a few years ago, and it was like, it came out of nowhere because I was like, oh, there's boss fights we have to try. I wasn't ready for that. You have
Not
to like
anymore.
think and do something. I didn't know that was an option.
Control Reaper 5000 online. All systems nominal.
So they added that mechanic temporarily, then took it back away.
Yep.
That wasn't vanilla either.
Overdrive engine.
That was not a normal mechanic originally. It's just like a temporary thing that went away. Transitory in nature.
Ah, much like fun.
Safety restrictions offline. Catastrophic system update. Routing.
Exactly. Like now.
Harvesting servers threshold exceeded. System
Doggy.
failure. Read clock in port 2. Shutting down.
Time to die.
I'm gonna run out of backspace really soon.
Yeah, me too. That's a nasty looking blood bubble.
Yeah, that's ew.
That's
Ew.
I got blue pants. I will have all of the blues, and then I will lose all of them because I will level out of them very quickly.
Yeah.
Much like a child growing, my clothes do not last more than a few days.
In the WoW universe, puberty lasts like 30 years. Perpetually outgrowing every piece of clothing in a puberty. So the boss fights get so big. Dang, that guy's near 50 of puberty. Look at him.
What was that?
He's a girthy one.
Say near 50?
I said that they're in year 50 of puberty. Look at them.
Oh. That's unfortunate. Oh damn, that person ran right back into your bats. I sympathize with every decision they've ever made.
You see that, you're just like, same.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, I've played enough in those to know what that feels like.
We're almost there. There used to be Van Cleef here, but now there's a weird werewolf dude. Admiral Ripsnarl.
You have too many heads.
So I think Van Cleef's not in the game anymore. Basically, he used to be the dungeon master of this dungeon, or the final boss of this dungeon, I think.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate. BRB.
Wait, I
gotta
want to
figure
tame it. No,
gotta figure out how to
I
get back
want to
up.
tame it. No.
At least 2 of us fell down.
I wanted to tame that parrot.
How do we even get back up? Two of us are
You have to go all the way back to the beginning.
Do you really?
Yeah. Start swimming, boys. Wait, is the healer down there with you?
Somebody is. No, I think it's the rogue. Keelar. Wow, it sucks down here.
Yeah, it's not great. It's the one feature they can't get rid of. I died.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Guys,
assume that the
down
healer
two
is.
deeps.
Assume the healer is not there.
I think you guys have the healer. I think it's just me and the rogue.
Nope. Healer is definitely with you.
Paladin. Oh, there's two paladins. Our tank and our healer are both paladins.
Oh.
Also, Tauren can be paladins apparently. I didn't know that. I think they just keep adding more options for every class until races and classes don't matter, basically.
I mean, that's the best idea, right? Why be different when you can be the same?
It used to be that there was really specific limitations on which which races could be which classes. It kind of led to identities for the different races a bit.
Yeah, but then you had people that were like, yeah, but I want to play Druid.
It's one of the ways they can add new exciting features, a new combination of class or race to play as,
I don't have
without actually adding any new content. Because
I like the idea of someone selling
that
that.
requires like nothing to actually add to the game. It's like this class and race already existed. It's like, okay, cool, toggle. But it used to be,
I mean, there's
like when
there are
Burning
some
Crusade
balances that
came
have
out.
to be made.
It used to be that shamans were entirely exclusive to Horde, and paladins were entirely exclusive to Alliance, and you could not play the other class as the other faction. But then Burning Crusade came out, and Draenei could be shamans, and
Yeah.
Blood Elves could be paladins. And it's like, wow, crazy! Now everyone has every class, so now you don't have to worry about balancing around paladins and shamans being only available in different factions.
I was gonna say that was probably like their solution to get rid of the age-old balance issue.
Yeah, there's always a balance issue there. So that fixed that. But then that was like, wow, that's the only race that can be that class. What an identity to have. And now it's like, whatever, Tauren can be paladins, fuck it. and a bunch of other options. All these people can be Tauren. All these alliance races can be shamans. And all these horde races can be paladins. Who cares?
Kind of confused how my.
I think they've gotten so broad now that I think every single race in the game can be a rogue except the two that have hooves. So the only people that can't be rogues are Draenei and Tauren. Everyone else in the entire game can be a rogue. I think everyone can be a warrior.
Even you can be a warrior.
Or I think at launch, I think back then the only race in the entire game that couldn't be a warrior was Blood Elves.
Yeah.
Like dainty little unhardy dudes that a gnome could be a warrior, but not a Blood Elf. They were like, that was like the one kind of quirk that kind of gave them a little identity, is that the fact that they could not be a warrior, I think.
I need a
But now I think every race in the entire game can be a warrior, and everyone besides the hook people can be a rogue.
I need to target something first.
I wouldn't be surprised if everyone could be a hunter.
I think everybody can be a hunter, yeah.
Hello, Lipstone.
That's what I remember when I was checking. I was like, yeah, I want to be a hunter. I was like, oh.
I need a target.
I remember back when I was like, I hope one day you can be a worgen.
To target something first.
And you're like, oh, I wish I could always be a worgen forever.
I always thought worgen were cool, and they had a whole dungeon to themselves. Shadowfang Keep, which we'll get to maybe today actually, was entirely
I mean,
worgen.
at the rate we're
that you-
going.
It was all worgen that you would fight. But the what stood out to me is that they didn't have all the assets in yet. The worgen were missing animations and stuff back then. Wow, that new boss fight just kind of rolls right in after the other one.
Yeah.
The
There used to be a lot of speech, but then they got rid of it.
But specifically, there was a part of Karazhan that would get transformed into Worgen periodically by something. Was it a part of Karazhan? I think it was in the library part of Karazhan you could get turned into a Worgen, or was it I was my rogue, or I had some kind of rogue item when I was raiding Karazhan that turned me into a Worgen, and maybe I could have attack speed bonus or something. But I have memories of being. I specifically have memory of being in the Karazhan part of the library part of Karazhan and turning into a Worgen a lot.
Hey, there's the
when
quest.
I was my human rogue. And specifically, what stood out to me is that you could jump, and if you
Oh,
jumped,
wow, I
your
missed all
Worgen
of
would
these
not
quests.
animate. If you jumped, your Worgen would not animate the jump. He would just float into the air a few feet, then float back down, because they didn't have a jumping animation back then for a Worgen.
Hey, how you doing?
But still, getting to be a Worgen in that capacity was like, what? Why don't I get to be Worgens? And because I was at the peak of my achievements, I was like, they should add achievements to this game, because I was in the peak of caring about achievements back then. Then I quit WoW, and then like a month later, they're like, we're adding Worgen and achievements. I'm like, motherfucker. This is some bullshit. I have 2 different wands. Which one should I use?
They know the exact pitch to get you in.
Yeah, but no, but I still stayed quit. You couldn't get me.
But I still stayed quit.
I still stayed quit. They couldn't get me.
Never again,
I'm
baby.
not falling for it. No, I did fully quit back then. It was time to move on. I'd done too much raiding, and it was just like
It was time. It was
like
time
a-
to
it
move
was like a
on. WoW
life
had nothing to
tax.
offer me.
it's like a goddamn life tax, basically. Like you want to just
I
have
mean-
less life? Here's wow. Oh, we're under attack. Oh, we're under attack. Oh, help me.
Oh, I didn't leave the instance.
Wow, that fear did not work. Oh wait. Oh right, my fear is not a Nova, is it? It's a single target fear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, strikes fear an enemy. I thought it was an AoE fear for some reason. Okay.
You will get one later.
Yeah. I remember that existing.
I need
Hey,
to
level
target
19.
something.
Wow, you just got there. I'm almost level 20.
I need a
Shit.
target.
Yeah, because I missed that dungeons quest too.
You fucked it up. Everyone saw.
I don't know how I missed that one.
And dead mines removed. Shadowfang keep. Join his party.
Whoa,
There
whoa,
we
whoa,
go.
whoa, 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 whoa! Let's
What?
go to a fucking cellar first.
It doesn't matter.
I care. Let's.
You can just throw
let's get
shit
rid of
away
some
if you
shit.
don't.
No, I don't want to throw shit away. Why would we throw shit away? Just sell it. There's no
It's
reason. to.
efficiency. You gotta queue up.
I mean, I agree, but I also want to. I mean, we can just whatever it's called
Well,
back.
it's fine. That's Hearth. Yeah.
Yeah.
You weird coward.
Where's my hearth? Where is my hearth? Is that the right place? Tranquillin? Okay. I don't want to have hearth and it's like, oh great, I'm all the way on the other side of the map.
Thankfully, you can't be too far because we haven't really covered much ground with these characters so far.
Alright.
We're only in our second zone. You're not about to hearth to the barons or anything.
Hey, you never know, man.
Be quick about your business.
Oh, I should probably see what I can use. Oh my god, I can make a lot of light armor kits. You want 108 light armor kit?
Jesus. That's a lot of armor kits.
Do you actually need any armor kits?
I guess. I'm not sure how much I get hit, to be fair.
Let's see.
I see most of my
1,
combat
2,
from
3,
afar.
4. So you can only put on 4 things? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Beware, our enemies abound.
Bolts
I know all of
Liden
my items
Claw.
need a new one, so works in my favor. Oh no, they're yellow now. All right, where are you?
To some extent, I'm almost surprised that you have to. That your class auto levels now, and you learn all your skills automatically and so on, but you still have to go back to people to progress your professions every time you craft stuff. I'm almost
Yeah,
surprised they
there's-
didn't make that one just automatic too.
Not yet, Keith. Not yet.
Yeah.
It's not the time.
I'm finding it frustrating to level my inscription and herbalism as my rogue. I started because it was time for me to go off to expansion, so I was like, okay, I'll go off to Outland now. Maybe I'll make progress on my herbalism while I'm there or whatever. But it's like now I have Outland herbalism and Outland inscription, which is its own private 75 levels progress bar that doesn't make progress at all on the original 300. But I never finished the original 300, and I still kind of want to do that part. So it's like, do I have to go back to vanilla WoW, like the vanilla continent, and just like run around gathering in low-level zones? Because I think I do.
Probably, yeah.
But I think that there is eventually stuff worth doing there. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to make money as an inscription person. 'Cause I would like to have money. In part because
yes.
like the if I remember correctly, I'm like 5 levels beyond the trainer that wanted me to pay 5,000 for like faster flying mounts or
I
whatever.
can't use that.
And in 5 more levels, I have to pay another 5,000 for the next tier. And it's like I haven't even paid for the previous tier yet, and you already and it's almost time for me to pay for the next one. It's like, how the fuck am I supposed to have 10,000 gold? I genuinely don't know. Chest,
Yeah.
legs, hands, and feet. Oh, feet. There we go. So I actually straight up don't know how to get the money. Because the in-game questing and so on is not giving it to me.
Victory
So I
for
must be able to get it
Sylvanas.
otherwise.
Dungeons, man. Dungeons.
I still can't buy. Yeah,
You
but
should be
I've
making
been
bank from the
enjoying-
stuff that you get from dungeons.
Yeah, I think that's part of the issue is I haven't done a single dungeon.
Yeah, you
I've
gotta.
I've just been
what you need to do
questing.
is
I just like running
you
around
always
and
just do
questing
randoms.
and finishing zones.
because you can.
Thing is, I haven't leveled from 1 to whatever from scratch in modern WoW really, so I kind of just wanted to experience that, especially as a horde, since my other character was Worgen that I kind of did that as.
Look,
So I kind of want
just like in real life, there are two options, Keith.
'Cause,
Either
I feel like
either you
inevitably
take
when
the-
you're leveling all of your alts, like this character, you inevitably start doing the fast way.
yeah,
So I feel like for one character, I kind of want to run around and experience, the world that is like the 99% of the content.
so you can either live WoW like real life, or you can do it the real way, from bootstraps up, and you'll find yourself in moderate poverty, or you can do this fancy thing called
Do not
fuck
loiter.
reality and just go all the way to
reality.
being rich.
Farewell.
And just
All
keep
the
dungeon
way to
running.
being
You don't even talk to
We
those
will have
commoners that
justice.
are role playing. You just
Commoners.
burst your way all the way through, and you will have so much money, you won't even know what to do with it. Why do you think I have all these heirlooms?
I don't think anyone will sell me a ruined copper rod around here. I can't do my fucking enchanting.
Enchantment?
There's one character over here that sells trade supplies, but I think we have to do his quest before he actually gains the ability to give me trade supplies.
Sorry, what is it called?
Rathus Tomber over here is a trade
No,
supplier.
no. What
guy.
are you looking for?
A ruined copper rod. What's this guy's quest? It's Tomber's supplies. I think we have to do his quest where we get his supplies back before he can buy stuff from him. Because these guys hate us, so we don't have access to half the vendors anyway. And then I think we have to do this guy's quest to even gain his supplies. But originally we didn't even have the reputation to have access to the quests in the first place.
It's a created item.
Wait, do I have to make a ruined copper? Wait, do I have the ability to make one?
Enchanting level 1. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You need
I don't
a
have
copper rod.
No, I don't have. I can't buy a copper rod.
Okay, so let me.
I can't do
Let
that
me search
step
for
either.
where copper rods can be purchased.
Well, I know
from.
where I can get one. We can go all the way back to the capital city and buy one. I'm saying that in the local area we're in right now, the
Yeah,
vendor
that's
isn't
what I'm-
accessible, so I can't do one.
That's what I'm trying to check.
No, you don't have to check it. I know I could just go to the capital city if I felt like it, but that's just so far out of our way that I don't want to do that. I just want to buy one while we're at normal stores, because that's the whole point of trade suppliers, but our trade supplier's disabled, so I'm running all the way off to here, which is hopefully his quest. So I can gain access to it.
Is it Petopia? Yeah, Petopia. Hold on a second. I need to look for a
Petopia? What are you
specific-
looking up?
Uh,
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get a different
What
pet.
are you doing, buddy?
I'm trying to get a cunning pet.
Oh, a better hunter pet?
Yep. Yep.
'Cause I can do like, yeah, I can do 2 minor dodges or 20 minor health enchantments. But in order to do that, I need my damn rod.
I don't think there are any. I don't think that there are any cunnings around here. Shit. Birds of prey. Are there any birds around here? They need to be actual birds, not the dumb birds. Shit. I don't think there's any birds around here.
Should I queue us up?
Yeah, you can go and queue us up, I'm sorry. I'm just running around looking for birds real quick.
Shadowfang keep.
Somebody show me a bird. I need to bring it with me. On Dangerous
Traveling
Dungeon
trade.
I
Run.
have many lucky
What?
doos. You like?
Ooh. Oh, I can't afford him. This guy's got his elephant out, so he's got his vendors and shit. It's like,
Yeah.
ooh, thick hide packs, 14 slot bags, but they're 12 gold each. Like you can buy them off this guy's mount.
May
It's
your
funny.
feet
There's
find
also a
good
transmog
relative,
vendor, which
lucky
is funny.
doos and roofs.
I really want that mount.
I'm amused by the fact that mounts just kind of have that. That's like, oh, look, I'm the vendor mount. I have special vendors.
Yeah, dude. There's some
Yes,
mounts that let
okay.
you
When
ride.
you do this guy's quest to go get his supplies, you then gain access to his vendor items.
Did you do his quest?
Yeah, you just run all the way to the field, pick up his shit, and run all the way back. And then it's over.
Victory for survivors.
Which number?
It's fine. You'll just do it when we get to that part later. When we're doing the local quests around there, you'll pick up his like supplies on the fly.
Oh, okay.
You don't really need to do it right now. It's just
I see where it
I was
is.
just getting frustrated by not being able to do my enchanting.
Makes sense.
There we go.
And he has copper rods.
+1 armor or yeah, it's copper rods. Or-
Nice.
Gross.
What?
I was gonna try to enchant your stuff too, but I'm not even gonna bother. This is stupid.
Whoa.
The minor health enchant is fucking
I can't use that.
garbo.
That's unfortunate.
What
Why
the
is it garbo?
fuck? It increases your health by 2. I have 1070 health. And I can enchant my bracers to give me 2 health. What a fucking waste of time. I'm just enchanting the same bracer over and over again because it's not worth trying to actually get value out of this enchant. It's just I just need to get levels out of it.
That's really depressing.
Yeah, what a waste of time. That's how I feel about like fucking basically all the trade skills. Like they didn't scale at all. So our characters have such high numbers. We have like 300 of every stat and like 1,000 health and so on. But then you get like cooking and it's like, wow, you cooked a steak that gives you 2 spirit. Why? Why would I ever use that?
Why have you done this?
Yeah. Like in classic WoW, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a helpful little boost, thank you. But in modern WoW, I'm like, the fuck you talking about? Why would I ever use this? It's literally just, you literally just wastefully created for the purpose of making your number higher and then throw away all the stuff you made. Because it was all pointless.
Aw.
These characters' names are Blunto and Snack.
That's fantastic. I genuinely love that.
Blunto and Snack.
Blunto. That's a good one.
That lady right there, she's a snack. Snack.
Okay, I did this guy's quest, so now I can use him.
Oh, you ran over and did it? Well, I'm ready to go back to killing things.
Yeah,
I
give me
believe.
1 second. I'm gonna go grab something to drink real quick, and I'll be right back.
Cannot command me.
Better down.
What business have you, Shorel Aran?
There's no enchanting trainers around here. So that's not gonna get any higher level. It's fine. It's fine. The important thing is I had that tiny little piece of progress available to me, and there we go. Everybody watch Andrew's dumb cooking video where he cooks a waffle. It's surprisingly entertaining, even though it's just a video about him making waffles. His first one was a disaster. It was incredible. It was a nightmare little spaghetti waffle. I'm like, how the fuck did you make that? I was talking about your spaghetti waffle.
Spaghetti. Oh no, my sad waffle. I really fucked that up without having any awareness that I fucked that up. And I thought I was real proud of myself because I poured it all ahead of time. And I was like, I'm ready. It's like a real cooking show. And like,
your numbers were just completely wrong. Yeah, that was a good edit where you were like, I wonder if I fucked up the measurement. I completely fucked up the measurement. It's like supposed to be 2/3 of a cup, and you put in 2 2/3 of a cup, which is a hell of a mistake to make. It's not even close.
Yeah, I was like, oh, how did I fuck this up? I realized when I looked at it, I was like, oh, I did it because I thought I was gonna make the maximum amount of waffles, but then I decided not to do that.
Yep. Fucked it up.
Yeah.
Everyone saw.
It was unfortunate. That's why I was so mad I had to edit it because it took so long.
Yeah.
Like the final video I think was like almost an hour 30.
Jeez.
And I was like, fuck man, I don't want to like post an hour 30-minute cooking video. That's just too long. And it wasn't even like Yeah, it wasn't even interesting. Like it's not like it was an exciting hour and something. Yeah. I was like, nope.
But you turned it into something. You made it art.
I hope not. I really hope not.
I could totally see you having a future of making dumb YouTube videos that have nothing to do with Let's Plays.
Probably because I'm a lot more fun of a person when I'm not playing video games.
You've got like a voice to it at this point. It's funny.
I don't know, man. I'll be honest, like half the time I cook stuff, I'm like, fuck, if I'm gonna have to eat this, it's probably shit. Like I don't even trust myself half the time I cook anything, and then I eat it and I'm like, okay, I guess I did this alright. Or I look at it like the waffle and I'm like, I really fucked this up. Actually,
That's still gonna be the way that you go out, is poisoning yourself as a result of the cooking show.
Fantastic. The truest way I've ever wanted to go. In my own hand, but not on purpose. Accidental suicide is the best way to kill yourself. I actually have a lost episode where I was so just, I don't know, just so blasted out of my head. I was like, I'm gonna make cookies. Just gonna make cookies. And they turned out so fucking bad. Like it was a
just made horrible cookies.
I forgot. So I rolled them up and then I put them on this cooking tray, but I forgot that I was supposed to
Morgan on a weird serpent nightmare. Hello.
Hi. Not Horde.
Hello, welcome to the wrong faction, sir.
Yeah, welcome to the wrong place. No, I left them on a cooking, like the cooling sheet on accident, because I was showing off that I had this cooling sheet, and I was showing that there's a trick you can do if you have a different type of cooking, like cooking pan than I do. If you had one that's a little bit more flat, then you could use the cooling sheet, put some foil over it, and cook the cookies on it, and then all you have to do is just take the foil off. And it's like, in any case, there's some like benefit to doing it this way. But I forgot to take the fucking cookies off the cooling rack, and I put the cooling rack in the oven. And so the cookies cooked on a cooling rack, so they just melted. Like, so I had cookies melted to the cooling rack, but they're not in edible form because they didn't fully cook. Because they started baking and then they started sinking through the cooling rack. I was like,
There we go.
What is this?
Dungeon completionism has taken hold. Maybe this will hit it.
Yeah.
Maybe this one will throw us over the threshold for being able to register for the next dungeon.
That'd be nice.
Maybe just me though. We're a little far
I
off
think
from each
20
other
is
now.
how you get to it.
Yeah. It all depends on if you can make it. I'm like on the precipice already. Hell, maybe you can come over here and we can guest in a cooking episode. Stephanie and I were talking about trying to make a strawberry pie.
I'm super down to make a strawberry pie. I'd be super down to make a fucking pie.
It's been taunting me ever since Celeste, where it's like, you make a strawberry pie and I'm like, I never considered that to even be an option. Strawberries, I like fruit pies, and strawberry is my favorite fruit. But nobody ever talks about strawberry pies. I feel like I always feel like it's always like apple and pumpkin and blueberry and raspberry and cherry. And like
We have an American tradition.
I've never heard of
involve strawberries.
I've never heard of strawberry being an option. Like I never considered it. I'm like, what? But in Celeste, you make a strawberry pie, and I'm like, what? You make a what? Can I have it? How do I get one? I still never, and so now I'm like, my eyes are open. I'm looking around and shit. But I never, even now that I've thought of the idea, I never see a strawberry pie at a store anywhere. I wanted to make a strawberry pie. I've made most of an apple pie before, technically. Not most. I don't know.
Really hard,
I made the inside of an apple pie once on accident.
That's equally as impressive.
We had a bunch of apples that were going bad. They were going to go bad, which is way too many apples sitting around. And so I looked up recipes for apples, and I found a recipe for something called sautéed apples, and it featured like brown sugar and cornstarch and the apples themselves and so on.
Yeah, they're just basically candied apples.
And then when I made it, the end result, I was like, wait, this is just the filling of an apple pie. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like I was like, I just made the inside of an apple pie on accident.
It's there is
I do like apple pie a lot.
apple pie's pretty good. I'm trying to think of the pies that I hate. I think probably one of the best pies is lemon pie.
Lemon pie is good. I like
Love
lemon
lemon
sweets
pie.
in general.
Yeah, you know, lemon is it's a good flavor.
I'm being asphyxiated. Who am I, Dodger? I'm gonna die. Ow.
Yeah, he always
I'm gonna use
brings you
my-
like
I'm
right
gonna use
down
my
to
health
last
stone.
health.
Oh, it's a plot thing.
Yeah.
Well, I used a health stone, loser.
Of course, Keith, we would never be in this perilous position if it wasn't plot based.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's not
Doggle
generally
has
prepared
so
for like
much
plots
aggro
and
and
after
burst.
extensions.
I'm doing the most DPS, but that guy is.
Up here it goes again.
That guy is
Uh-oh.
another level in terms of aggro.
Here comes my death. Doo doo doo. I mean, you don't want to have aggro. It's bad.
Oh no, I don't. I'm just saying I'm impressed with how well he's like generating it. The man is hated, very well hated.
Skadoosh. Like I just jumped clear of the sky into the area. It looked hilarious.
This is how. Wait, sorry. How ridiculous is this right now? What is my haste is 7%. Oh god. Critical strike is 19%. This is ridiculous, actually.
The girl is.
All my items
Worgen
are just haste
imprisoned.
and.
Worgen are neat.
Oh yeah. There's. Hey.
Oh yeah, that's another Zandalari troll right there. Look how chunky they are. They're looking all thick
Whoa,
and shit.
whoa, dude, that guy's a hella Chad. Wait a
Yeah.
second.
No, the Zandalari
Oh my
trolls
god,
are,
this
Zandalari
other guy is
trolls are
even
huge.
more Chad. What the fuck?
The Zandalari trolls are huge.
What the hell? These guys are huge.
These are the new race variations they've got,
Okay.
including the neck and gnomes and the Volpera and all that.
Wow,
Which
they
is the
went like,
Mechanomes
we're gonna make some babies, and then we're gonna make these big giant men.
They're straight up like twice as many races now, basically.
There are a lot of races.
It really highlights how weird it is that they weren't adding more of them along the way, really, because like races like barely affect the game.
Yeah, races. I mean, besides
I guess
the
the
work
main
you have
thing is
to
that
put
you,
into.
yeah, I guess the main thing is you normally start in a zone. You normally made a starting zone for a race. It's the whole thing holding them back. So all of the new races just start at level 20.
Well, and they also start in the. Don't they also start in new zones?
No, I don't think they have their own zones. I could be wrong, but I think all the new races. I don't know. I haven't heard about zones. There's like 10 new races. I don't think they made 10 new starting zones.
No, I imagine it's just in the new expansion.
I don't think they did that. I could be wrong. Someone in the chat would probably say, oh, there's not a ton of them today. But I think that the reason why they start level 20 is because they just like, you just probably just spawn at your capital or whatever. And there's maybe like an intro cutscene where the guy narrates like he always does.
These are foxes. They are adorable.
I think
You may want to follow
if anything, the origin story is all the quests you do over the course of becoming exalted with that faction.
That's true. You are kind of like
You're already bought in.
you're fighting for lore.
Fighting for lore. They're such violent bats.
I'm just like captivated by how merciless those bats are. They're just continually going.
They have no reason to live, only crash to the ground and explode. The funny thing is that they're an optional skill. It's a talent.
Really?
I had other choices. But I was like, I summon hellfire bats that pummel into the ground. Sounds fun.
I need a target.
I'm pretty certain that's probably what they want you to pick.
So I pretty much
the icy veins.
Yeah, I pretty much just hit one over and over again. Is my sinister strike that gives me combo points basically, and then I just switch between my 3 different summoning things. One of them's a meteor that summons imps. That summons imps. One of them is the 2 hellhounds that I'm around, and the other one is my runic bats,
Which is pretty good.
so that keeps me occupied. See, my other options were your Dreadstalkers charge into battle. The Dread Bite attack now hits all targets within 8 yards and deals 25% more damage.
It's not too bad actually.
That's my 2 hounds.
Yeah.
So my 2 hounds would get an AoE basically. And then demonic strength. Infuse your Felguard with demonic strength and command it to charge your target and unleash a Fellstorm that does 400% increased damage. So basically 2 augments of my existing skills or a new skill. So it seemed like a straightforward thing to me. Is like, get new skill. Because it rains bats.
The rain bats, though, I think what's nice about it is that it's AoE splash, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's like, so I give my other thing an added AoE, or I can just give myself a new AoE. But it is counter to my usual approach. Specifically when I play as melee characters, I actually mostly buy passive upgrades instead of new skills. So this is like my exception, I guess. I wanted this thing. But usually when I'm leveling characters in WoW, I get as many of the passive things as possible that just augment my existing abilities without adding new ones, because I'm already going to have a lot anyway.
This guy. Baron Silverbane.
So that's partly because I'm used to playing as a rogue. So like a lot of the rogue talents increase your energy or your energy regeneration, or they increase your combo point generation in various ways. So they have their own different value.
Yeah, I mean I guess it also really depends on the play style. Because if you're doing a lot more obviously PvP versus PvP stuff, there are like the bats aren't a very good choice.
Yeah, because there's zone.
Yeah.
I put it has a targeted circle where I place where it goes.
Yeah, you kind of can see where the rain of fire is going to come down at.
Yeah, you don't target an enemy. I click in place. This. Oh, they're on me now. Rude. Go away.
Come on, Baron, you're out of here.
And there they go. You earned Fellsteed. Oh, and
Yeah, what?
Voidwalker.
Sounds like you got some good stuff.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I have access to my Fellsteed. I think as a warlock, I think I just get a free pet.
Oh, you got to level 20, right?
Yeah.
You can learn how to mount. Right?
Can only be used outside. But yeah, I have my fell steed now. So I've got my warlock mount. I don't know if I've ever hit level 20 on a warlock before. Wow. I didn't play warlocks very much. Although back then you had to go to 40 for your mount. So I definitely never had a fell steed before. There's very few classes I've leveled that far before. It used to be hard. It was a real process. I had a level 70 rogue and a level 51 warrior, and those are my two highest characters ever, I think. But really, it's because I put all my time into my rogue once he was raiding. I didn't have time for alts.
I didn't have time for ults, only
Nobody
winning.
got time for alts.
I don't have a target.
Alright, let's get this guy taken care of so we can...
Now I've got a
You know.
void walker, which
Wait, what's the
reminds
rest of
me,
our
like
team?
I think that's another thing they changed actually.
Is the rest of our team still down here?
I see Moxel here.
One of our guys is just down here still. I don't know what he's doing.
Who's our tank? Do you remember?
Oh, it's our tank that's down there.
Is he our tank?
Oh no, that's
Oh,
Kraz.
I think he just hit level 20.
Oh, he's a healer.
Oh, you're right. Doggle is our tank.
Yeah.
Where's Doggle?
He's further back?
Did he just leave the group?
Okay.
All right, he just stood there and then left. What, he just want to hit level 20 and that was it? So he just fucked off?
I don't know.
This poor guy's like backfilling. Aw. It's unfortunate for him.
Is it?
Fuck it, pick anything. Blah. This game will keep harassing you about your PvP talent until you click on something.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, leave me alone.
Huh. Oh. Nice.
Oh, we're going apparently.
I mean, you're pulled a lot, but I trust you. By which I mean I trust the healer is going to heal you.
Is he here? Oh yeah, there he is. Barkle knew.
Oh, there he is,
The
yeah.
new guy's already here. Gotcha. Yeah, it backfilled quick. Yeah, that guy just like.
Oh, yeah.
I think the guy was just like, hey, hit level 20. Fuck off. And he just stood there and then left the dungeon. What an asshole.
I mean, sounds like WoW player to me. Oh, I don't actually know, why he just stood there. Even if you were 20, there's no, like, doing dungeon runs are still the best way to get experience.
I have no idea what was going on. Maybe he had a stroke.
Yikes.
No, he's fine. He would have just.
Keith, that's how you're going to get banned.
He would have
More of
taken.
that,
He would have taken longer to disconnect if he actually died in real life.
That sounds like a sexual threat.
Maybe his mom showed up and he's like, "We're going, but mom, I'm doing a dungeon. I can't pause it."
You think it's midday for him?
What?
You think it's midday for that person?
I don't fucking know.
It's like 9 o'clock. Whose mom's coming in at
I'm-
9 o'clock? Like, we're going to the store. It's like,
I don't
bitch, it's about to
know.
close.
Maybe he's Australian. Maybe the fire's coming right now, and they're like, "We got to evacuate," but mom, I can't pause it.
Oh, you can't. I ain't going to the fucking store.
What the fuck is that accent?
I don't know. I don't know what Australians sound.
That was like fucking Irish or something.
Sound the same, honestly. They speak
No,
the same
they
English,
don't.
Eh.
That was so far off. That wasn't even adjacent.
What do
to
Australians
fucking
sound like? It's like,
I can't do it. All I know is you're really
like
wrong.
that? No, that's British.
You were so wrong. Oh my god, how embarrassing.
know
Everyone
how-
point and laugh. At
I don't know how
Andrew's
Australians sound.
horrible Australian accent.
I thought they just sound like regular British people.
What does that mean?
I mean, I don't know.
Regular British people. No, Australians
Well,
do not
because
sound like British people.
like Irish and Scottish are not British people, but they're, you know, still technically part of the UK. They're not like British. They don't speak British English. They speak.
They're all British, I think.
Well,
You mean English? You're saying they don't have an English accent? Because Britain is larger than England. Although, frustratingly, I think Britain, if I remember correctly, Britain is larger than England but smaller than the UK, which is confusing as shit.
wait, isn't Britain the UK?
I think it means a slightly different thing than the UK. I mean, once Brexit happens, this will be even more confusing.
I kind of like the EU because it was really homogenous. I could just go like, they're in the EU. You know, like when people are like, "Where's Kansas?" It's in the United States. I don't fucking care where Kansas is, but I know where I know where it, you know, geographically is located. It's in the United States. That's how I was able to do for a lot of European countries. And now with all these people, like, people leaving, man. It's like, who's in the EU? I don't know. It's like this weird, not European countries, but some European countries. Not all of them.
Isn't there supposed to be an issue where, like, if England leaves the EU, it's also maybe leaving the UK or something? Oh wait, no,
No,
the idea was that the UK was leaving the EU,
Yeah.
but as a result, countries want out of the UK.
Yeah, so
'Cause they
yeah,
wanna
so
stay in the
so the problem
EU.
is like Ireland
Jeez.
or Scotland don't have to follow Britain out of the EU
Yeah,
because they can stay in the EU, so they don't lose the.
I used to be like slightly more informed, but it's been so fucking long that I'm forgetting it all, which is crazy because it still technically hasn't happened yet. It's such a slow
mean-
motion disaster train wreck that like
Well,
it still hasn't fucking happened, even though the decision was made so long ago.
Oh!
It's just so. Did you just fall out?
what the?
Did you just get feared out of the level?
Yeah,
Is
I
that
just got like thrown out of the instance.
Oh, God.
Great, that's cool.
Oh god. Did you actually zone out of the instance, or where have
Yeah,
you?
it just teleported me out of the instance. Okay, great. I'll just run
That's
over
really
to them.
funny.
I'm sure they're not far at all.
That's really funny. Oh no.
I can hear you guys fighting on the fucking roof.
Yep.
Oh, there was a teleport fuzzy.
Yeah.
It's okay. One day.
Everybody
Don't
point and
LOL.
laugh.
It's not
Well,
funny.
I'm informing them since I'm the one in the
not
know,
funny.
because I'm in the chat.
My feelings are really hurt.
That was really funny.
Just why do I have to walk back? This is punishment. I'm getting a lot of experience though, guys. Keep up
Yeah,
the
you
good
are.
work.
Have fun.
I'm gonna show up. Oh wait, don't I have aspects that? No.
Aspect of the cheetah. That's later.
It's 20.
Wow, really?
Wait, I think it is. Oh no, it's 22. Sorry.
I don't know. My old frame reference for everything's out of whack.
You guys must have
This
killed
game
something
used to.
really
This game
important.
used to really keep a stranglehold on all things that increase your movement speed. Those were like fucking milestones.
Oh yeah, they were like the most important part of your
You might have to
class.
get exalted with something to get him.
Yes. I'm coming, boys.
I'm coming, boys.
I'm almost there. I wish I could have taken these gargoyles as my own.
Oh shit, he's all the way down here.
Ah, that's who you killed. Yeah, it was worth all those points.
What, the experience or something?
Yeah, these big knight guys. I mean, you're probably not even paying attention to the experience you're getting.
No, I don't really look at it. Hello.
Yeah,
Did you just do some parkour?
I did do some parkour.
Shaved the whole 3 seconds off your travel time. You're
I
here
mean,
just
look,
I think
the
you're here
faster
just
I
in time
can-
for the library boss fight.
The faster I can get back, the less guilt I feel
guys
about
ran into
not
a
being there.
wall.
I mean, look, auto running is hard, Keith.
Hey, yeah, here's the library.
Hey, dude.
Lord
Hey, there's
Walden.
The Lord Walden. Oh my God. That man just jumped onto Lord Walden.
Yep, fuck him.
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
Ponder poisonous. Oh. Wow, those ice shards look really adorable coming out of his hand.
Yeah.
Look at him go! Oh, look at the little guys.
Slowly traveling towards you in a completely avoidable fashion. They're gonna get us.
It's like, oh no, what's gonna happen now? Your freaking warlock shit keeps scaring me.
Oh, like when the zones show up behind me.
Yeah, I keep thinking it's an enemy attack. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, those are the two summoning holes that my my dogs come out of when I throw them. We all like to throw dogs, right? Like this. Oh, there we go.
Oh, thank you for the blue wrists. Now literally everything but my belt is blue.
I'm blue.
Oh, leatherwork.
Did
Did you see there's a Vice just released a video on the backstory of that?
on blue?
Yes, on specifically like the song.
Why are we
'cause-
still getting updates about blue this late?
Hey.
Weird.
Oh wait, that was
Somebody
just a
somebody
100
just leveled.
quest. No, I just got an achievement for 100 quests completed.
Oh, disappointing.
Right? I was excited. I was like, oh, I'm level
Yeah.
20. Oh wait a second.
Wah, wah.
Wait a second. That can't be true.
I remember when I was a fucking nerd, I posted an image of myself on my guild forums that said like had like that effect over me, and it said ding 17 or whatever for my birthday.
Perfect. I love it. That is like delicious dark history.
Yeah, that's some
I
that's
love
some
that
fucking
kind of stuff.
embarrassing ass high school trying to be included in your community shit of like referencing like WoW
I had
reference
a-
self-edit birthday pictures.
I had the weirdest thing with on Twitter where I was, you know, like I follow a lot of artists and stuff, and one of the artists that I follow liked a picture from somebody who was like, oh, I just got some kind of like you know, like one of those summer internships at Nickelodeon, and I saw like they, you know, they drew a picture over their face, obviously, so they hide it from people, and they put their like their what is it called, their nickname. That's the word I was looking for. They put their nickname, and then, you know, like, so they covered their real name, put their nickname, and then had their last name there. And I was like, wait, that nickname sounds super familiar, and that last name sounds super familiar. And the fact that they're an artist is super familiar. I was like, wait, is this a person I know from like middle school? And I realized it was a person I knew from middle school. And they were like now an adult with like an animation job. And it's like, oh.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
Shit's crazy. Turns out
It
people
is
still
weird.
exist after high school, and they do
But I
things.
read so
Like
I
a
went
bunch
through
of
their Twitter,
assholes.
and they talked the same way that they did in middle school, like the same mannerisms of like the emojis after
Oh,
certain
no.
words and stuff like that. That sounds kind of like, wait a second, I think I know this person. I know this communication. I used to decode this back in my youth. I'm running.
We're here.
Yeah, there's a lot of. That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, the bats.
Most-
I like rendering at the wrong height.
Yeah. It's kind of like, wait, what's happening?
Don't worry about it.
Not pistol barrage. Please. By all means, stop. Yeah, these bats are weird.
They're spawning too close to the ground side. It looks weird.
Where is my pet?
Maybe they died.
He didn't
Your
die,
pet-
but I
your
think
pet
he's
died?
landlocked. It's like stuck somewhere.
Is that a thing that happened?
Yeah, they'll get like stuck on geometry. It's just like, wait, we're not, like my DPS is really bad. But I don't have a spider with me. Ba-bum. Yeah, I got a Worgen Hunter's helm.
Look at you. God, I have a lot of gold.
Wow,
all
that
of a
thing's
sudden.
fucking cool.
I have 20 gold already. This is nuts.
Look at this fucking helmet. What the hell? Hello.
That's an odd one. Our ears don't look like they fit through it very well.
Well, because it's for Worgens.
They're like clipping. Well, is it for Worgens? I thought it was for hunting Worgens.
Then it's a human hat.
Yeah. It's not meant for
It's
our
a Worgen
hilarious
Hunter's helm.
vertical ears to come out. Make sure you turn your quest in before you leave.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
This quest peeps over here.
Because I will be level 20 once I'm done turning them in, I think.
Purple pants. Got
I need
purple
to get
pants. Purple
That's
pants.
really
Purple
tough, actually.
pants.
What are my
Purple
shoulder
pants.
pads? Oh, I don't have any shoulder pads. I will take your shoulder pads.
Wait, wasn't there a second quest giver a second ago? Where'd they go? Did they vanish?
No. It was just him.
I thought I had 2 quests to turn in. Did I imagine that?
You did. You did imagine that.
Fuck.
There's just the one. Or you can do the teleport out, teleport back in and see. Ow, what the? Man, I'm trying to teleport back to dungeon. Could you not?
Could you not?
Thank you. Alright. So I don't remember seeing any quest givers. Yeah, there's no quest givers here. They all left. They all went home. What am I doing over here?
Ta-da! You're still on level 20.
Still not level 20 somehow.
Yep.
But I got all the essence, so now
We
I
got
just
Black
need to
Fathom Deeps and Stormwind Stockade. Once you're level 20. So
Nice.
get busy, motherfucker.
I can if I literally turn in. Wow. If I literally turn in a few more quests, I'll be done. So let's just get these spider legs. Let's get these crunchy spider legs. I love these crunchy spider legs.
I feel like the Felguard did not used to be available for this. Whoa. My Voidwalker's tiny little baby. Hello,
He's
tiny
friends,
little
Bess.
baby. What the fuck?
Leave
Weird.
him alone. Don't bully him.
Voidwalkers used to be bigger than you. They
Well,
were
yeah,
big
but
guys. They were the big genie. And
That's
by
very
contrast, I feel like the Felguard was like a high level summon. Specifically because I don't remember ever getting a Felguard when I played as a Warlock, but I had an Imp and a Voidwalker. But I only just got a Voidwalker now at level 20, whereas I think you used to get a Voidwalker at level 10.
maybe.
And a Felguard, I don't think I even got at all. I think you had to be like level 40 or something back then. I think it took a while to get a Felguard. But instead instead I started the game with an Imp basically, and I got a Felguard level like level 10 or something, and now I have a Voidwalker at 20. So I already have 3 different summons. Shit's crazy.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yep.
I only got the one.
I don't necessarily appreciate what the difference is between a Felguard and a Voidwalker though.
It should
They're
tell you, right?
Maybe. They're both. Let's see. Powerful. I think Felguard's more of a DPS and Voidwalker's more of a tank, which I guess probably makes the Voidwalker useless because we never really need a tank.
Waste my time.
Probably
Yeah.
just stay with the Felguard.
Well, that's kind of why I don't have any of
Felguard
the,
probably does more damage.
That's why I'm not using a tank pet.
But yeah, from my perspective, though, they're just both. It's like, wow, two melee summons that have taunt. Okay. I'll totally
That
notice
is,
the
like,
difference.
It is really. I mean, it's handy though. But yeah, I mean,
It'll be
single
more
questing
handy
is
when
kind
I
of
can have
the.
two.
It's weird that single questing is kind of like it's treated as the default.
Single questing?
Yeah, like solo questing. So I feel like there's a lot of
I need a target.
like a lot of builds are what feel like they're built around solo questing. Where you're just doing like you have to be able
Oh, the
to
idea of having your own tank to help you out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to have the option, I guess.
I need these legs.
But
Those punchy spider
arguably makes the
legs.
whole genre more boring when you're encouraged to play it alone. Trying to get those
Well-
spider legs.
Yeah. Given that the game is called an MMO.
It's a mumupagger.
Murmurpager.
It's a mumopagger. I used to have a shirt of that. Guys,
That said
Carissa-
that?
Yeah. People just get me shirts with the words on them, and I'm like, all right.
That sounds very defeated.
And then eventually I get rid of them, and I'm like, eh. It's declarations, and also just like shirts that are references that you have to explain are always like, this gets old fast. Whenever anyone asks about your shirt, you're like, oh, why do I wear this shirt?
I remember back in the day when Jinx was like the cool gamer clothing brand, and apparently that was a thing that I cared to be a part of.
Yeah. I think I bought
They had,
something
like, a-
off of Jinx like a couple of years ago.
I
Maybe even
mean,
last
they got-
year.
They got bought by GameStop.
Did they?
Yeah.
I think I bought. That might have been where my Hollow Knight shirt came from. That's really nice.
Probably.
It's just a nice, enjoyable, well-drawn image that I like.
Well, I mean,
I
Hollow
need
Knight
to
fans,
target something.
Yeah,
wholesome people.
it's a good game.
Yep.
But yeah, I try to get shirts that just look nice, like the image is just nice in a vacuum, and I don't have to explain the reference or whatever that's happening on them. So like my Hollow Knight shirt, my Pyre shirt are like really nice images, but like the Momopoker thing was just a fucking 0 punctuation shirt that I was given as a gift. And I always misremember. I remembered the quote, but I always misremembered what it was from. So it was like one of those like moments where you're just massively wrong about something, and you're like, when you realize what it actually is, you're like, it's like kind of a whiplash moment. Leave
I
instance
think
group. Why-
I remember.
I didn't know where you were
submitting-
this whole time because I was still in the instance group.
Oh.
I was like, what the fuck? I look over and there's an undead guy staring back at me. I'm like, who? The what?
I remember submitting a T-shirt idea for WoW, that was it was a play on the at the time very popular public advocacy group called MAD, so
Yeah.
Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and I called it Madam, which is just Mothers Against Drunk Mounting,
Whoa.
I don't have a target.
and then you just had a picture of like a drunk troll wearing a fedora, riding on a tiger. And there's your shirt. Sell that to weebs. They would
Sell
be
it
all
to
about it.
weebs. But I
Never got
remembered
picked up,
eventually
though.
why I was misremembering it was that on my old
too
dumb
far away.
blog I had, I used the It's a Momopoker image when I was doing a little blog post thing that was like complaining about Borderlands and how it's basically MMORPG mechanics, but in what should be a more refined game since it only has 4 players or 1 player. So it's like why are all these really boring mechanics being used in what should be an exciting game? Because it's not like it's an MMO or anything, but it has all the fucking trappings of one anyway for some reason.
But it's a MMO.
Because I thought Borderlands was so fucking boring. So as a result, that memory got grafted onto Borderlands, and I always thought that the Yahtzee quote was about that. But then I go back and it's like, oh, that was from the Witcher review.
Oh,
That was the review of Witcher 1. Yeah. It was way
That's even
back.
old. That's even older.
Yeah, it's like a second review or something, I think. That was like a weird experimental one where he did like a skit at the end of the video where he changed the dubbing of a cutscene. It's like that's the only time he ever did that in the whole channel, I think.
That That sounds about right.
Those
He
early
probably
years.
got copyright striked for it, which is probably why I never did it again.
Nah, I think it was because it just took creativity or something, or like he had to do a whole extra thing on top of the review. No, the copyright strikes are why he started having a theme song, because he used to just play whatever fucking song he felt like, which gets you in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
It used to be that every zero punctuation opened with a different song, and it was just real music, and it's like, you can't really do that, sir. You're being a
Excuse me,
naughty.
sir, you're doing what the kids call stealing?
Yeah. Well, Hash What You Playing did the same thing. They would use real songs all the time as gags, and it's like, you can't get away with that, though. They had to stop
mean,
that habit.
sure.
A lot of their
Back
videos were
in-
like, went away forever because of that.
Back in the day, there used to be this thing called fair use that no one understood the definition of, so we just
Yeah.
shouted it a lot until eventually
No copyright
lawyers showed up.
intended.
No copyright intended.
That was always the dumbest thing about early internet, is they would just steal stuff and then say the phrase "no copyright intended." It's like, you don't know what any of the words you're saying mean, do you?
I mean, that still exists today.
Yeah.
Keith.
Oh yeah.
People say that, especially about like half of the laws in this country, or people are like, that's what it is. It's like, no.
There's also a lot of stuff where you have like,
Like, I
all
have
these-
rights. I love those ones.
all these
like,
people on like Twitter and Imager and stuff that like repost other people's work, and for some reason frustratingly go out of their way to like crop out the part of the image that says where it's from, and it's like, what kind of weird asshole does that? Like why post comics that have everything except for the part that is who the author is? Like, that's so specifically douchey to crop out that one specific
Yeah.
part.
Whenever I post,
Especially since the first thing you
like,
see when you see that stuff is you want to know, like, oh, we're gonna see more of that.
yeah, I was gonna say, whenever I post a comic of something I like, I specifically make sure to do as much as I can to show who made it, because that's the one thing I fucking hate, is when I see something like, this is really cool, you made it, and they're like, I didn't make it. Well, who made it? And it's
Yeah,
like,
I don't
that's not
know. It's like-
important.
it's
And I'm
like,
like,
what-
it's literally the only thing that fucking matters to me.
Yeah.
I want to know who made the thing so I can see more of the thing
It's
that
like
I
some
like.
it's like some fucking beginner's guide shit, where people want to like make themselves self-important by sharing other people's stuff. You
But
ever play their beginner's guide?
No.
That's worth a look. You should check that out. It's from the guy that made Stanley Parable. It's seen as basically being the best like walking simulator thing.
I need a target.
The
Where it's
best
like-
walking-
Because it is kind of that ultimately, but like it's potentially the most interesting iteration of that genre so far, just in general. Because it's about the concept of making games in general and so on, and a bunch of other elements, and also the concept of sharing games, and like curating them and advocating for games and things like that. Like, there's a bunch of commentary it has and all these different concepts. It's like really a specific interesting thing. So whenever you're the type of person who watches video essays and shit, beginner's guide comes up a lot.
I always wonder about the idea of like making when you make something that's a commentary on the thing that you when you make something that is a commentary on a topic, and then the topic that you're making a commentary on uses you as a reference, it's kind of like, I wonder what that feeling is like as a creator, where you're like, huh,
Yeah.
I guess it worked.
Or the other way around,
Yeah.
when people like don't get what they're using as the reference, and so they're unironically using something that's like against them as a concept.
That's more of that's why I really love the idea of
It's like when a conservative's
people are
favorite
like, "What did
band
the
is Rage
author
Against the
mean?"
Machine.
what was that?
It's like when a conservative's favorite band is Rage Against the Machine. And you're like, I don't think you've listened to any of the words in these songs then.
Well, I mean, music is a funny thing sometimes.
Yeah, people just, they do the whole, where the fuck are the spindle web lurkers? Oh, way the hell down there. Wait, I have the wrong quest select or something.
I'm following a random dude.
I don't think I
Just following a random party.
thought I had more of
honestly.
this quest left.
I have a lot of quests I need to turn in.
Yeah, but there's more stuff
That's
over
fine.
here.
Yeah, there's a plague murloc I apparently need to get.
But no, I just always think of like the age-old thing about like what's it called? Cyberpunk. Like that image of like all the social commentary, like having this arc of going right over the character's head, and the person in the cartoon's just like, wow, cool lasers, cool sci-fi tech, and that's it. Like that's all they get.
Yeah.
That's all they get from Cyberpunk, and not like, you know, the basis of the genre.
Not the cripplingly depressing dystopian late capitalism society that is supposed to exist in all of them, but no one talks about it bad. Like no one ever goes like, man, if only there weren't corporations. They always go like, the corruption
Literally
of
the
human
basis
soul.
of all modern cyberpunk is always about like mega corporations being the devil.
But then that's never never the takeaway people have. They always take away like, man, isn't the government evil? And it's like,
Wow,
what the
you get
fuck?
cyber eyes. Look at the cyber eyes. It's like, there's more to this than that, sir.
Yeah, it's either like the weird. They either have like the Elon Musk effect, where they just assume that everything that's happening is really cool and interesting, and they
I mean,
wish
the single
reality was
dumbest
like that.
controversy to come out of recent gaming is the fact that in 2019, people were complaining that fucking Cyberpunk by CD Projekt Red's gonna have them as a potential pronoun, that you can be a them. And it's like,
What?
did you just forget about transhumanism as a concept? This is the genre for it.
I was gonna say, you literally are creating robot people. What do you think they go by?
This is the transhumanist genre, and you're gonna be like, but no trans people. Not that kind of transhumanism. I mean, what the part where your spleen is a car.
Whoa, excuse me. I just want the Blade Runner part where he flies the car. I don't want any of the like social commentary.
Have you ever read Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?
No, I have not.
That is a fucking ride, and no, you have not spoiled it by watching Blade Runner. It's so different. It's bizarre.
I didn't think I would have. Blade Runner is its own unique.
Yeah, they went their own
in
direction.
the cyberpunk industry.
They used the concept of replicants and a couple of visuals, and that's like about it. Like, it's because Blade Runner is an adaptation of Electric Sheep, but it's adapted a lot. So it's a lot of adapting happening there. Oh wait, my steed! Haha! Be gone! I have a mount.
What the fuck?
Bye, Andrew.
Where'd you get that?
It's because I'm a warlock.
Oh right.
I just automatically unlock it abruptly. I just suddenly have it.
So it's like an actual mount, so it's a lot faster.
Yeah, it's a real mount, and I don't even have to train for it. I'm just a warlock.
Oh, that's nice. I mean, I have the money to go buy it, or
yeah, you
to
just
go
have to make the trip and shit.
Yeah, which I don't want to do. It's so far.
But no, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep is pretty interesting. A lot of things.
It is on my list.
And it's also short. As far as sci-fi novels go, it's a quick one. I think it was only like 200 pages.
Oh.
Yeah.
You should just
do it.
See if
just
Audible
fucking
has
go for it. Yeah. Oh, if you if you listen to it, it's quick.
Yeah, because at work I just been listening to audiobooks recently because I've like started getting into a point where I'm doing a lot more repetitive tasks than I am like like tasks that need my brain. So I have a lot of time in my head, and I'm like, well, I'm just gonna spend it reading books then.
There's a lot of interesting elements, like there's a kind of thing where like everybody makes a performance out of being caretakers. They want everyone else to see them as somebody who like takes care of an animal. So on the roof of everybody's house is an animal that's like alive and being taken care of, and like you can see there's like a level of like social hierarchy to like the it's like animals being on top of your house are like the equivalent of like how good your lawn is nowadays or whatever, like that kind of.
Yeah, it's your social status is based on what you can afford to keep above your home.
But it's also like a sort of performative empathy thing to some extent. But it's also like, the world's apocalyptic and radiation's like poisoned everything, and like everybody who's left on Earth are the people who can't go to space because their DNA is too corrupted already by the radiation, so they're doomed to just stay here and die.
What the fuck?
Because all the healthy people already left.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So it's like so of course the animals are rare and expensive. So the protagonist has an electric sheep. That's where the title comes from.
He just has
So
a
as far as I can
robot
remember.
sheep?
Yeah, and that's the kind of thing is like the suspicion of like, what if everybody doesn't actually have real animals? How could you tell? Because you kind of keep a respectful distance. You don't like go to like their animal or anything. It's like they could. There's a whole industry in performance here of everybody having these fake animals and like some people manufacturing and maintaining these fake animals so that you can like maintain your social status and all that when there might actually not be any animals left in the first place.
Holy shit, that's kind of terrifying.
Yeah, no, it's bleak.
That's
like that the
that's
world
like a
the world in the book is so much far gone than the one in the movie, which seems to be a thriving shithole.
yeah.
Like it's populated and busy and crazy, but no, like it's the book is about a nightmare place.
That sounds
it's
that sounds
fucked
like
up.
what it you're basically doing the expansion of like, man, what if Chernobyl, but you didn't tell anybody about it?
I think that would have just cleared everybody out. But
I mean,
but there's
yeah,
also
but-
what I found really interesting is that Do Andrew's Dream of Electric Sheep predicted getting over it with Bennett Foddy.
What?
Yes. There's an
Predicted
entire
what?
getting over it with Bennett Foddy. The guy in the
did he do that?
the guy in the jar that like or like it's in the cauldron that like climbs up a mountain with a hammer. That guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that, because like think about that, like that's a shared experience of everybody collaborating and experiencing this like shared struggle of trying to climb this mountain, and like you do it in empathy wise, like you watch let's plays of it, you watch streams of it, like it's an empathy shared experience thing of climbing this mountain and falling and climbing and falling and so on, right? Like there's a community aspect to Bennett Foddy, you know what I mean? And games like that.
I see what you mean. Yeah, because
Yeah.
people don't know how to get past certain areas, so they look online to watch other people.
Not even just
get
that.
past.
Like there's also just people who just the whole point is to watch other people and just experience
Oh,
it
yeah, to
over
watch
and over
other
again
people
through
fail
other
and stuff.
people and like that kind of
Oh my god.
and the
look at
emotions
this
that
guy.
people feel and all that stuff.
Let's kick this guy's ass.
So in Do Andrew's Dream of Electric Sheep, there's this whole religion built around watching this one guy climb a mountain. You grab these things called empathy rods, and it transports your mind into this first-person perspective of this guy climbing the mountain as like rocks are hitting him and he's falling and he's trying again. And it's like this big shared struggle. And
What? That sounds cool.
What's happening is simultaneously everyone in the entire world is experiencing the same thing at the same moment. So they're all experiencing the same perspective of this guy in his struggles, and it's like this shared empathy experience for everybody on Earth, basically. And it's like I'm just looking at this. I'm like, this is a Bennett Foddy live stream. this is a getting over it live stream. Like every detail of it basically is.
That's
To the point where I saw
That is
somebody do somebody did a video essay on Bennett Foddy and stuff like that, and I drew this connection. He was either talking about it like they were either talking about Electric Sheep or Bennett Foddy, and I drew this connection for them, and it like blew their minds in the comments. They're like, "What the fuck?" Because it's like so specific in so many ways that like the comparison
Who's to
super
say
checks
that
out. Oh
Bennett
god, he's
Foddy
back.
didn't- Wait, what? Oh, fuck.
Loser's back.
That was quick.
But I found it super interesting how similar the ideas were. Like specifically the popularity of it being streamed and shared as an experience so extensively makes it just recreate the concept of Electric Sheep. I'm like, huh. Well, there's the actual
there's
guy
the other guy.
raptor. There we go. He looks exactly the same, but he's different.
Hey Keith, just because people look the same doesn't mean they're all the same.
Damn.
This guy clearly has knuckle rot.
How terrifying.
Also, his guts are like, out in the open. Probably not a good look. Toxic.
I've got a horse. I've got a horse.
Are we heading back to the?
Yep. Time to turn all our shit in. We
All right, then
cleared
I'm gonna
out.
fly over and learn how to ride ponies.
I want to ride my pony.
I mean, I'm gonna just ride my dragon, but
Yeah. But there's also a thing where you can just control your emotional state in Electric Sheep.
I can do that too. It's called being a
Like there's
human.
a device where you can just like change the channel like it's television, but it's your emotions. so you can just kind of live in particular emotions all the time, and that's just how you always are. Almost like being a flat person. But the protagonist's wife specifically constantly wants to indulge in negative emotions. It's almost like a weird like addiction to depression.
Farewell.
I mean, depression is addicting.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what the problem. That's why depression is a problem.
But it's the idea of that in the context of like a thing where you can control your emotions to begin with. Like
Which is terrifying.
even when you have control, they still fall into the same spirals.
Yeah. God, if I had a remote that can just remove
Victory lies ahead.
emotions, I'd be solid. I think my life would probably be perfect.
A new Belore Delinar.
You could just be like, and no. No thanks.
Man, I really like my awesome horde motorcycle, but you know, I finally get my warlock horse. I might have to use
Can
the
you
warlock
ride
horse.
the motorcycle?
Yeah.
Really? You just auto learned?
Oh wait, can I ride my motorcycle?
I think you can
Yeah.
only ride that.
Yeah, I got it.
Shirello. Oh, really?
Yeah. Have you seen this before? I don't remember.
You showed me you like linked it to me. I saw it there.
It's a fucking cool motorcycle.
But yeah.
It was part of the it was cross promotion with when they had the Azerothian Choppers TV show or something. I don't know. Wait, look at this thing. It's fucking cool looking.
I think it's fucking
And
cool
it's-
looking.
it's
I love
horde
the
only.
back too.
Yeah, it's got tank treads.
Yeah, I love the tank treads.
It's such a ridiculous like goblin mount.
All right, hold on. I'll be right
have
back,
one
and
of a
then
kind
I'll know how to
items.
fly.
Keep your wits
I don't
about
know how to do whatever. I don't know how to be a human.
has a price.
My inventory's full. Shit.
Yeah, I think
You
mine's getting
go enjoy
pretty
your
full, too.
trip. And you
Yeah,
sell a
my
bunch of
inventory is pretty full.
shit.
I can't pick
Remember the sun.
All right, hold on. I'll be right back.
I guess the solution here is just to set up the whole. Oh god. The solution here is just to set up the whole favorites mechanic, I guess. Yeah, summon random favorite mount. There you go.
I need to get closer.
There we go. Blah 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 blah. It's just gonna be a weird random mount every time I summon now.
The eternal sun guides us. Stay the course.
Complete nonsense, no consistency. Nothing makes sense anymore, cause fuck it.
We will have justice.
Held an offhand. I finally have an offhand.
Oops. There we go. All right. And
I
then
settled,
just
I
need-
settled for just doing the randomized mount thing.
Oh, that's always fun. Click on it, you don't know what you're gonna get.
Is crazy. It's like a loot box, but in real time.
I mean, that is kind
or
of
some
appealing. But
bullshit.
the only thing that bothers me is sometimes it gets kind of in a pattern. Like I got stuck once where it was giving me the same mount like 4 times in a row, and I was eventually like, okay, no, I need to pick something else. It's not the mount I'm looking for.
You don't like it? Why don't you like it? Wait,
I mean, I like it, but
I might
it's-
get a clam meat recipe at some point.
Clam meat recipe. Clam meat recipe. Do I have any of these birds?
It should generally be easier. Like I think there's a couple of clam meat related recipes, but they should be way easier to get.
Oh, I actually
Cause
don't
like
have any.
you get a lot of clam meat in this game. On like every character I ever play, I get a bunch of clam meat, and like it's usually harder than it should be to turn that into food.
Wait, where's the person that Where's the person that teaches you how to ride mounts?
Get rid of those. Ask a guard.
No, I thought they were here though.
Remember
Just ask
the
the guard.
Sunwell.
They've revamped these places tons of times. Just ask a guard where the riding trainer is.
I'm trying to find where damn guard is.
Are you in town?
I was at the outskirts of town.
Oh, you want to be in Silvermoon. you're not in there, you're basically
What do you
wasting your
seek?
time. You're basically
Shorello
wasting
on.
your time. Dumbass.
The reckoning is at hand.
I actually need to go to my skinning trainer.
The reckoning is at hand.
Hey, dude, can you teach me how to do other things? Thanks. Hey, dude, could you teach me? No. Dude, you're the reckoning. Oh, shit.
Anaria Shola.
Anaria Sholar.
So it's you who has... Can I put this on? Sweet. Equipped in a tabard. Because I want to gain some rep. I have 3 shirts on. That's a lot of shirts. I have like the tabard, I have a shirt, and then I have the chest piece.
I was like, what the fuck do you mean 3 shirts? That's an option?
Okay,
Wait, one
so
slot
I'm in
here.
the city.
What
and
rules
I don't-
did you break to get there?
And I don't see... Hey, Stable Master, what's up, dude?
Alright, so we're ready for
Oh.
Blackfathom Deeps and Stormwind Stockade next time. I think we're wrapping up today.
Where is the stupid
This is probably the end of the stream.
Stable Master?
Do you still
Where
need light
is the
leather?
What was that? Yeah, I still use light leather. I genuinely don't know where the person that teaches me how to fucking ride is. I thought they were here, but they're not.
Have you
in
already
here.
tried riding? Are you sure it's you
Yeah,
have
I
to
can't
unlock
ride
it?
yet.
Okay.
Hold on. Where's the quest for this?
Oh yeah, don't you already have a quest telling you to do it too?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find. It's not there.
State your business.
Auction, bank, dragon, hogmaster. Stable master?
Be ready for
Is that the right one?
I ask about Stable Master and they won't show me where the damn Stable Master is.
Oh, they showed me where it is.
Look, Stable Master. Some rangers seem to be unable to look after their beastly charges themselves if you simply must stow such a thing. Wait, that's a pet Stable Master though. I don't want that. I need a...
I feel like other towns have a riding trainer, and I don't think that's an option here. It might be because we're in an outdated town that they've just abandoned.
Fucking look it up. Wow.
You might have to do it in Iron. I almost said Iron Forge in Orgrimmar.
Riding trainer. Based on zone, right?
So here's the stable master.
glory.
What's the name of the
to
place we're at?
Sindori.
Yeah, that's our only pets.
Remember the sun well.
We're in Silvermoon. You might be fucked. You might have to go to Orgrimmar.
No, I just got this recently.
Our enemies will fall.
On your other character?
Your gold is welcome here.
Yeah.
Death to all
Gotcha. Okay.
already- and
So
you
it
already
wasn't the
forgot
place
where
I
it
was
was?
just at. It wasn't the place I was just at, but apparently turning in the quest didn't give me the writing. So that's really fucking dumb. But okay.
Wait, so you like already turned in the quest for your mount?
Yeah,
But
so I
then
turned
just-
in the
but
quest
then
for
just,
the
like,
mount, but
Would you just like walk away without talking to them about the
well, because I
training?
didn't know I was turning in that quest.
Oh. So you weren't
I
paying
just
attention.
turned in the yeah, I just turned in the quest and then kept moving, but I didn't realize that
Oh.
because I thought turning in the quest would equate to me getting the writing skill.
No, you have to
I thought
buy
that
it
was
like
the quest.
like it's a profession.
No, I know, but I thought that was the quest. The quest was you had to buy the profession before you could turn in the quest.
Wouldn't you know that you bought it or not?
That's what I'm saying.
You
Because I
fool.
didn't buy it, I was like, oh, I guess I didn't do the quest. And then when I was looking for the quest, I couldn't find it.
No, I think the
And when I looked
I think
online-
a lot of the quests are just supposed to point you at a character so you know where they are, which only works
Oh.
if you look when you're doing it.
Nah, I don't do that. That's called paying attention. And ain't nobody got time for that. Kinda want these ugly ostrich birds. I don't have any of them.
As a mount or
You're
a
a
pet?
new Belore. Give me my stupid giddy up achievement. Come out of here.
Hello.
Put it on the good
Okay,
mounts.
Stop moving for a second. Oops, not follow. Trade. Boop. Boop. There you go.
And then
Oh yeah, here's the
I have
Hawk
one-of-a-kind
Strider breeder.
items.
Purple. Wow, these are all basically the same color, aren't they? I'll take a purple though. Add that to my list of
Salama
mounts.
Ashalanore.
There you go. I don't have a Hawk
did you
Strider
actually
yet.
buy one?
Yeah, I bought one. I don't have a Hawk Strider. So I can add that to my list of mounts.
Just gonna ride this man.
Oh, these guys? Alright.
The bat, yeah.
Yeah.
We're just gonna ride people.
The giant nightmare bat. It's so much. It's just too much for a summon.
I love it.
It's
so great.
It's so overkill to just get around on a giant bat.
I mean, it feels like you're moving
Absurd
really slow,
looking.
but
Yeah. Oh no, it feels like you're moving incredibly slow.
Baladash,
so
Malanori.
great.
That's another one of the. I just saved money. I just didn't have to buy training. That's kind of bullshit.
That's nice.
Well, that's one of the highlights of this motorcycle is that you feel so fast because it's so low to the ground. And you get to jump, which is stupid. A jumping motorcycle is hilarious. Vroom. You got a boar. I don't have that one.
Got. Oh yeah, I've got this one. Do you have this one? From
I don't have.
Hearthstone?
I don't really have very many mounts in general. No. Nah. My only flying mounts are the Wind Riders. I don't have anything else. Ooh, that Alabaster Hyena looks neat. Only 10,000 gold and Exalted Voldenai. Easy. Oh wait, I think that's the Fox faction, isn't it? I like the Hyena mounts. They look cool.
The hyena mounts?
Yeah. Like if you go into your mounts list, like one of the first things that comes up is the Alabaster Hyena. Because they're alphabetical
Yeah.
once you get to the gray ones. They're cool looking.
What the fuck? I want the Abyss Worm. That thing looks fucking cool.
That's what we saw earlier. The Worgen was on that.
Oh, dude, the Acid Belcher is another one I kind of want too. They have a Robotnik mount. I love it. Aerial Unit R21X. It looks fantastic.
I want my what's it called? God, there's so many mounts. This is a nightmare. Just keep scrolling through.
Yeah,
Element. There we go. Nether Lord. What? Where's the Nether Drake? Wait, M-N-O. Wait, there's only 4 things that start with N? Oh, because the Nether Drakes are probably laced. I gotta search it, probably. What the fuck?
How much are the birds?
Oh, they're called Nether Wing. That's what it was. That's the mount I want again. Remember the Nether Wing?
Yeah.
The Nether Wing Drake. We have to become exalted with a. You have to do like some end thing with these characters. No, I'm working on getting the Nether Ray and the Nether Wing Drake on my rogue again because I missed those mounts. Those are that was the biggest grind I ever did in WoW. Was the grind to get exalted with the Nether Drake faction so they could get the Nether Wing Drake.
Really?
Yeah. So I never played any of the other expansions afterwards, but like I did the whole grind of doing the daily quests like every single day for months in Burning Crusade until you had exalted with every single faction, and you had all these different mounts, including like the Nether Wing Drake and all that. So I just want it back. I'm just annoyed that it's gone. I just don't like that I don't. I just don't like that I don't have it. It's also a really cool looking flying mount. I like the simplicity of it. Some of the other ones are really over-designed and detailed, and it's like I kind of like that it's just this really sleek dragon shape. There's also a Kodo.
Oh yeah, I have my little.
I'll write a
Kodo.
Kodo. I'm not afraid.
I'm not afraid of the Kodo.
A little goblin trike. It's the booster on the back.
Oh, here you go. You want some first aid
shit.
stuff
Not first aid. It's for tailoring.
or tailoring, whatever.
All right. Well, I'm gonna cut the stream. Good night, everybody.
Yep. Good night.
Go away. The end.
Are you gonna wait? Where are you gonna? Are you hearthing?